Work some things, so we'll get into that here in a minute. But first, the keys to the game. Ace has got to bring the intensity and the focus tonight. Be first to every loose ball and play aggressive. That has been their downfall against the Liberty. The Aces have lost 8 of the last 9 against the Liberty, spanning over the 2 seasons. Before that, the Aces thoroughly dominated the Liberty, but once they retooled, brought in Brianna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, they have had the Aces number, and they have won the last 5 games in a row. So the Aces looking to break that streak against this very familiar opponent. And they need to ride the MVP. She's on a roll. 32 points, 20 rebounds, the first player in WNBA history to do that. She did it on Sunday night here against the Connecticut Sun. A'ja has scored at least 27 points in 4 of the last 6 games, and she's had 6 30-point-plus games so far this season. Here are the starting lineups for the visitors from New York. Natasha Cloud in her first season after many with Washington. She's averaging 10.6 assists. Leonie Fievich is now starting in her second year from Germany. Sabrina Ionescu, the all-star guard, in her 4th year from Oregon, averaging 19 points per contest. The newest member, Emma Miesemann, 6'4" forward in her 9th year from Belgium, averaging 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists in her 5 games with the Liberty. And Jonquel Jones in the middle at 6'6" in her 9th season, averaging 14 points and 9 rebounds. Sandy Brondello, the head coach, 11th year in the league, 4th with the New York Liberty. The Liberty coming here with a record of 21-11, only 8-7 on the road. The Aces tonight, they will start Jackie Young at one guard position, averaging 17 points per contest. She is joined tonight by Dana Evans, who will get the start in her 5th year from Louisville, averaging 7 points per contest. The point guard, Chelsea Gray, runs the show in her 11th year from Duke, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Melissa Smith, the 6'4" forward from Baylor in her 4th season. And in her first season here with the Aces, 7 points, 5 rebounds. Been a great addition for the Aces. And, of course, the reigning MVP, A'ja Wilson, the 6'4" forward out of South Carolina. In her 8th season with the Aces, 22 points and 10 rebounds. And Becky Hammond in her 4th year, the head coach of the Aces. Aces wearing their black uniforms, silver names and numerals on the back. And New York in their familiar teal green or seafoam green with black numerals, white names on the back. And New York has the tip, and there's a drive by Natasha Cloud down the lane early on. So 5 seconds into this game, the Liberty score. Aces go left to right on your radio dial. Glad to have you with us. Huge game tonight between the champs of the past 3 seasons, the Aces and the Liberty. Dana Evans is going to take her first shot. Drano, a 3-pointer for Dana Evans. So she's inserted in the starting lineup. Kirsten Bell started the past 6 games, and we knew it was just a matter of time before Becky Hammond either went back to Jewel Lloyd to start or insert somebody else. But again, with Kirsten Bell's defensive deficiencies and a lack of scoring ability, Becky Hammond is going to a little more offense with Dana Evans. The shot is blocked in the corner. Cloud's shot is blocked by Wilson. Now Wilson gets it from Jackie Young. Turnaround jumper is good from 17 feet. And the Aces up early, 5-2. Ionescu brings the ball up court with the left-hand dribble. Melissa Smith greets her. Dips it inside. Ball is turned over into the hands of Wilson. A'ja's got it. Crosses midcourt. Cross-court pass to Chelsea for 3. You got that right. Back-to-back triples. One from Dana Young. Rather from Dana Evans, I should say. And then, of course, the triple there by Chelsea Gray. Sprinkle into A'ja Wilson's 17-footer, and the Aces are up 8-2. Jones, shot fake. Gets inside. Dishes to Miesemann. Miesemann puts up her first shot, and that is good. We've played 2 minutes. Aces haven't missed a shot yet. Wilson now has it. They're 3 for 3. A'ja spin move on Jonquel Jones. That spins around and out. Fievich comes down with a rebound to Miesemann. Miesemann now hands off. Fakes the handoff to Cloud. Inside, it is Ionescu instead cutting on the baseline. Score the bucket for Sabrina Ionescu. So 4 quick points by the Liberty as they answer. 8-6 Las Vegas. A'ja bounce pass inside to Jackie. Jackie again leaves her feet and throws the ball away. A wild pass intended for NaLyssa Smith, so the Aces have their first turnover. So Natasha Cloud, in her first season here with the Liberty, and just a great pickup by them. And she had a monster game against the Aces on opening day back on May the 17th, when the Aces lost that contest to the Liberty 92-78. Phoebish now has it, gives that to Jonquel for a long three. That's off the mark, and Young comes down with a rebound for Las Vegas. Jackie gives it over to Asia. A couple dribbles, back over to Chelsea. Gray has it on the right wing where she just hit the three, takes a step inside the arc and drains it. A two-pointer for Chelsea Gray, and the Aces up 10-6. You know the intensity is there for the Aces. They owe New York some payback as the Liberty eliminated the Aces in the semifinals last year, 3-1, after the Aces defeated the Liberty for the championship in 2023. Mieseman with another bucket, and it's 10-8. Gray now has it. Gives up her dribble, gives it to Jackie. Young now has it, back over to Wilson. Dribble handoff to Smith. Smith goes down the lane, uncontested. Reverse layup, too strong. And NaLyssa Smith got a little too fancy there. She had the lane wide open. Mieseman now has it over to Cloud. Evans are on her. Lobbed inside to Mieseman. Turned over. Chelsea pokes it away in the hands of Young. Jackie now has it, looking for a little help. Jackie nearly travels, gives it over to Smith on the right wing. Want to get Smith back in the block. Jackie drives down the lane, up the glass, and good. Split two defenders. 12-8 Aces. We played 4 minutes. And Jewel Lloyd will get ready to check in. The next dead ball. Phoebish to Jones. Down the lane. Easy layup for Jonquel Jones at 6'6". Young now has it on the right wing with the dribble. Jackie fires a three, in and out. Phoebish with the rebound. Outlet pass to Ionescu. Ionescu now over to Cloud. Cloud to Jones. Back to Mieseman on the right wing. Dribble handoff to Phoebish. Phoebish going down the lane. There's contact. And the officials will debate whether it's going to be a shooting foul or if it was on the floor, and they are going to give her 2 shots. So first foul, and that goes against Chelsea Gray. So Leonie Phoebish, another international star, came on the scene last year out of Germany. And Germany with a very good Olympic team as well. We talk about all those players from France that we've seen. An influx of French players in the W this year. But Phoebish is a good one because she can do so many things. At 6'4". Becky Hammond has always talked about Phoebish being such a solid player. She makes them both, and the Aces' 6-point lead is now evaporated. We're tied at 12. Jewel Lloyd, jumper on the way, good. 16-footer for Jewel. Comes right off the bench and drains it. Ace is back on top. Cloud swings a pass over to a long jumper by Kennedy Burke, who just checked in. And Burke has been injured. She's missed quite a few games. And Burke could have played last night when New York was in L.A. playing the Sparks, but they're elected to save her for her comeback tonight against the Aces. All right, we're going to get our first timeout on the floor. Just under 5 minutes to play, and the Aces lead the Liberty.
Warning! Inflation is back on the rise. The national debt is spiraling out of control. The stock market has been at an all-time high, and wars continue to rage across the globe. Experts are predicting a massive economic crash for 2025, and you should be ready. Will you sit on the sidelines and wait, or will you take action today to help protect your hard-earned retirement savings? Right now, you can get a free gold and silver kit from the top-rated precious metals company, Goldco, where you'll learn why tens of thousands of hardworking Americans Americans, and even the world's central banks are turning to precious metals to help protect and diversify their money. Get your free gold and silver kit from Goldco by calling 855-GOLD-IRA. You could even receive up to a 10% instant match on bonus silver for qualified accounts. Don't let your financial future slip through your fingers. Learn why so many Americans are diversifying with gold and silver today. Call 855-GOLD-IRA. That's 855-GOLD-IRA.
The ocean delights us. Some marvel at the colorful world below the surface. The ocean feeds us. Others find nourishment in its bounty. The ocean teaches us how our everyday choices impact even the deepest places. The ocean moves us, whether we're riding a wave or soaking in its breathtaking beauty. The ocean connects us. Find your connection at MontereyBayAquarium.org/connects.
Watching 20-second clips on your phone. This is all the entertainment you can handle and more. So book now and make the most of your Vegas getaway at MGMRewards.com. Welcome to the show.
Zip Zap Auto has expanded into one of the largest independent auto repair shops in the valley. With 23 bays, over 12,000 square feet, Zip Zap is your one-stop shop, offering 24-hour smog test, oil changes, detailing, bodywork, engine, and transmission rebuilding. And Zip Zap provides free towing and diagnostics with qualifying repairs. No appointment necessary, 24-hour service. Zip Zap Auto at Cheyenne and North Durango Drive and online at zipzapauto.com.
Banking should be personal. At Westar Credit Union, it is. We're not just another financial institution. We're your trusted partner in savings, loans, and life's biggest moments. Join today and let's build your future together. Westar Credit Union. Rooted in Nevada, built for you. Visit westar.org or your nearest branch and get started today.
If you're injured in an accident, here are the things that matter. Who you hire to represent you matters.
Where they live may seem like it doesn't matter. It matters.
The Richard Harris Law Firm employs over 150 local people.
Trabajamos aquí.
We live right here. We know Nevada. We know the courts. And we know how to win.
If you're injured in an accident, who you hire to represent you matters. The Richard Harris Law Firm. 444-4444.
What's up, y'all? This is Asia Wilson, and you're listening to the Aces Radio Network.
Back here at the Michelob Ultra Arena, the Mandalay Bay. Aces shooting the ball pretty well to start with here. Connecting on 67% of their shots, 6 of 9 right now. And the Liberty have connected on 5 of 8. So on the floor for Las Vegas, Kirsten Bell has now entered the game. So Bell is now in for Dana Evans. So you have Jewel Lloyd, Kirsten Bell, Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, and Asia Wilson. And Melissa Smith now takes a seat. And Chelsea fires up another jumper. That one's long off the mark, back iron. That one deep from the right wing, and here comes New York. Johannes, Maureen Johannes, another foreign player who is in here, and passes inside to Jonquel Jones. She goes down the lane, kisses it off the glass, and a foul. So a three-point play opportunity for Jonquel Jones. So Kirsten Bell commits that foul, just checking in. And Jones took it right at Bell, scored the bucket. Free throw on the way, that's off the mark, and Asia comes in for the rebound. We're tied at 14. 4:20 to play, opening period. Young now has it. Gives up her dribble bounce pass to Asia at the free throw line. Asia with a shot fake. Now she's going to release it. Off the mark, no good. Shot it over Jones. Cloud comes down with a rebound. Johannes now over to Cloud. Back to Jonquel Jones. Jones now has it. Back to Johannes. She's going to fire. She can connect, and she did. A three-pointer for Maureen Johannes. You notice about Johannes, she has never met a shot she didn't like. Kind of falls in the Enrique Agubawale range there. Loves shooting the rock. Asia has a nice little up and under move off the glass with the left hand. New York still leads those 17-16. And Burke puts up a jumper, and that's short. Here comes Chelsea with a leak out. It's Jewell Loyd off the glass, but Jewell too hard. Just flipped it up instead of shooting it over the rim. Just flipped it too hard over the glass. Jones gives a pass over to Johannes. Behind the back delivery to Phoebish. Back over to Jones. Jones jumper no good. And Jackie Young comes down with it. Young to Asia. Back to Young. Jackie tries to get in the paint. Stops, fires, jumper off the mark again. Cloud now has it. Cloud to the top of the key. To Johannes. Chelsea on her. Still has it. Crossover dribble. Bell picks her up. Now gives it to Jones. Jones at the top of the key. Hands off to Burke. Shot clock down to 3. Burke gets by Jewell Loyd off the glass and score it. A baseline drive by Kennedy Burke in her first game back. She's missed the last 6 games. New York has had a lot of injuries, but they're starting to get healthy, but still playing without Brianna Stewart, who now will miss her 10th consecutive game and not traveling with the team on this road trip. And Jackie turns it over again. Hands it off to Kennedy Burke. Ball goes inside. Jonquel Jones, another layup, and Becky Hammond is disgusted. And you can't blame her. The defense just letting New York Liberty players have uncontested drives down the middle of the key. And New York now has built a 5-point lead. Timeout on the floor. 2:12 remaining.
Hi, Tom Selleck here. In 1980, when Magnum started, that was the first time I really ever had any discretionary income. And that's when I first started buying gold. Back then, even when Reagan took office, we were still under a cloud of inflation. Well, inflation is back. So for me, it's not a question of why gold. It's a question of who can you trust. A friend of mine recommended Goldco, and I gave him a try. And I gotta say, I wasn't sorry. They even sent me a gold and silver kit that was filled with valuable information, and I got the gold and silver I asked for. Look, you can go to tomlikesgoldco.com to see if gold and silver are right for you. That's tomlikesgoldco.com.
The JT the Brick Show. Modelo Especial is a rich, full-flavored Pilsner-style lager, delivering a crisp, refreshing taste, brewed with fighting spirit since 1925.
Aces fans love a winning team. That's why the Aces use VegasTickets.com. With Vegas Tickets, you get the best seats to every event. Want front row? VegasTickets.com. Need group tickets or national event tickets? Yeah, Vegas Tickets. They are the best at taking care of customers, and they're an official partner of the Aces. Visit VegasTickets.com or call 702-795-7880. Ask for the Aces discount. VegasTickets.com, because where you sit matters.
Big news, Las Vegas! Les Olson IT has moved to a bigger, better facility to serve you like never before. Our new space means more technology, more service, and more solutions, all designed with you in mind. Plus, we're hiring. If you're ready to grow with a company that values innovation and community, join our team today. Proudly serving Las Vegas for 23 years and counting. Les Olson IT, your business better.
Les Olson IT.
Hey, it's JT here to tell you about the best pizza in Las Vegas, Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at Grimaldi'sPizzeria.com.
Previously on Cofield and Company.
Davis did. And remember, Davis is one of a handful of coaches that Dan Mullen took the recommendation of those who had been around Odom's football program and said, these are guys you want. Akeem Davis is a guy that a lot of people admire, and he's headed for big things, and UNLV is lucky to have him. The group they put together is pretty impressive. It is the biggest group and probably the deepest group I've seen in my 7 or 8 years of doing sidelines.
It's Cofield and Company, weekdays starting at 3.
Our goal is to be the number one show in town.
Rebels.
I want to be a team that plays with relentless effort.
Make it.
Nobody wants to have to walk into that stadium to play the Rebels.
Happen.
We're all going to do this together and take that final step to get that title.
Join us Saturday, August 23rd. It's the season opener versus the Idaho State Bengals in Las Vegas. Our coverage begins at noon on your home for UNLV football.
On ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM. UNLV football team will be back sooner than expected as the Rebels now have a game in Week 0 at Allegiant Stadium as they host the Idaho State University Bengals for a sizzling game on Saturday, August 23rd. Listen to all Rebel football games on ESPN Las Vegas.
So there's another turnover by the Liberty, and having some technical difficulties back here at the house. The Las Vegas Aces trail the New York Liberty 21-18. So Kia Stokes checks in the game. On the floor for the Aces right now, Dana Evans, Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, Aaliyah Nye. And Evans has it at the top of the key. Over to Stokes. Couple dribble handoff to Young. Jackie. Shot fake, back over to Gray, back to Jackie. Shot clock under 10, 40 seconds remaining, quarter number 1. Jackie hangs in the air, off the glass, too strong, no good. And the rebound by Miesemann. Enescu back in the game for the Liberty here. Miesemann gives it off to Rebecca Gardner. Gardner back over to Miesemann. Stokes on her at the free throw line. Shot clock now under 7 for the Liberty. Back to Miesemann. She's going to let a 3 fly, and she can that, and she does. 24-18 New York. 15 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Chelsea will hold for the final shot. Aces will get the ball to start quarter number 2 as well. 4 seconds to go. Chelsea has it at the top of the key. Dribbles to the free throw line. Jumper on the way. Good! Chelsea scores it with 0.6 of a second remaining in the quarter, and the horn sounds after New York inbounds. 24-20 at the end of 1. The Las Vegas Aces had a 6-point lead. New York.
Gatorade is the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. So you can lose more sweat and raise your game. Gatorade, is it in you?
Came storming back, and the Aces now trail by 4. You're listening to Aces basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Southern Nevada Chevy dealers.
It's not about the injury.
If you've been in a motorcycle accident, remember, it's not about the injury, it's about the recovery. Hi, this is Paul Pata from Paul Pata Law. You know, motorcycle accidents can be complex, and that's when you need an attorney that understands the unique challenges of a motorcycle accident case. At Paul Pata Law, we'll guide you through the journey of recovering physically, emotionally, and financially. Check us out at paulpatalaw.com or call us at 702-707-3000.
The human soul requires a minimum daily requirement of entertainment. But listening to the radio, like you're doing right now, yeah, that doesn't count. Welcome to the world of MGM Rewards, where we have the greatest live shows on earth, the biggest names in sports, the best chefs on the planet, and the most unforgettable nights of your life. This is way beyond watching 20-second clips on your phone. This is all the entertainment you can handle and more. So book now and make the most of your Vegas getaway at MGMRewards.com. Welcome to the show.
Hey, it's Chris Fox. Yep, your morning radio guy, and I want to be your trusted Las Vegas realtor. I've called Las Vegas my home for over 34 years, and I know it like the back of my hand. And I've helped a lot of Las Vegans just like you. So whether you're buying, selling, investing, or you have a property that needs a lot of TLC, I can help. Just call me, 702-419-4346. 702-419-4346. I want to be your trusted Las Vegas realtor, and I'm ready to go to work for you. Simply Vegas Real Estate. Broker number 1000960.
Aces fans love a winning team. That's why the Aces use VegasTickets.com. With Vegas Tickets, you get the best seats to every event. Walk Front Row? VegasTickets.com. Need group tickets or national event tickets? Yeah, Vegas Tickets. They are the best at taking care of customers, and they're an official partner of the Aces. Visit VegasTickets.com or call 702-795-7880. Ask for the Aces discount. VegasTickets.com, because where you sit matters.
Did you miss any part of your favorite show?
I actually think this is a great discussion. You could rate quarterbacks based on their ability to shut everything else in the world out. Like when things are going wrong at home, they don't fall apart.
Want to be in the know? Catch up on all the podcasts and listen live at lvsportsnetwork.com. Listen to Cofield and Company weekday afternoons at 3 on ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM, KWWN Las Vegas.
Hey, it's Joe Laurie. You guys listen to the Aces Radio Network.
Back here at the house, we played one quarter, and the Aces trail the Liberty 24-20. As we've said before, the Aces have really struggled against the Liberty the last two seasons. When you look at it, the Aces have lost 8 of the last 9 meetings, and most of them have not been close, have been decided by double digits. So ever since New York retooled that roster a couple seasons ago, and the Liberty definitely got revenge on the Aces for winning in 2023 and eliminated Las Vegas in the semifinals last year 3-1, and then ended up defeating Minnesota in the finals in 5 games. Controversial fashion, though, and the Lynx felt they got jobbed, and you can kind of say they did, and they've been on a mission this year. The Lynx at now 25-5 to lead the WNBA. New York number 2 as we sit right now, and the Liberty with a 21-11 record. Aces 18-14 trail New York by 2.5 games. So tonight, very, very big for the Aces. Miesemann now has the jumper and misses, and we're going to say over the back foul on Miesemann as Chelsea Gray went for the rebound. The Aces come up empty on their opening possession of quarter number 2, as does New York. So Aaliyah Nye will inbound, looking for Jackie Young. Jackie gets it, and she'll run the pointer. Chelsea now off the ball. Bounce pass to Chelsea. She has it on the right wing now, surveying the situation. Back over to Jackie on the wing. New York playing a lot of 2-3 zone here tonight. Aaliyah Nye for 3. That's off the mark, and the Aces have gone cold here. Started off house of fire tonight. Aces were shooting 67% after the first timeout, 5 minutes into the game. And now they're connecting on only 8 of 19 shots, down to 42%. And Jackie has a reach-in foul on Miesemann. So from about the 3-minute mark on of the first quarter to where we are now, we just played 1 minute here in the second. The Liberty have really clamped down the defense, and the Aces, going to their bench here. It's hard to try to find some scoring. Gardner now has it for New York. Pass it over to Miesemann on the wing. Nice little spin move. She falls down. We're going to get a traveling call on Emma Miesemann. So 2 turnovers in the last 3 possessions by Miesemann. She also has a bucket mixed in there as well. Again, just a great pickup by New York. Miesemann has not played in the WNBA the last 3 years, but was the 2019 Finals MVP when she played with Washington. And has been playing back overseas. Gray hits a jumper from 18 feet to bring the Aces within 2. It's 24-22. Johannes now back in the game. Hands it off to Miesemann. Back to Johannes at the top of the key. New York has that foreign flavor. Inescu's going to launch one deep from 3. And we're used to seeing Sabrina do that at least a few times in the game. That's the first one from 30 feet, and that's off the mark. Here comes Jackie Young on the run. Chelsea over to Jewel for 3. You got it. Jewel Lloyd for a triple in the corner. And that is her spot. Any corner, any pocket, any time, Jewel time. 25-24. Aces regain the lead. Miesemann has it. Still has it. Looks inside for Johannes. Beats Lloyd down the baseline to score it. New York reclaims the lead 26-25. Gray now crosses midcourt. And Gray now penetrates inside. Chelsea shakes, fakes, jumper on the way. Good. Chelsea's feeling it tonight. Chelsea Gray has connected 5 of 6 shots. She's the first one in the double figures. She's got 11. Aces back on top. Another lead change, 27-26. Enescu gives up her dribble, passes inside to Miesemann, and she's fouled by Jewel. That'll be Jewel's second. Change that, Jewel's first. So Melissa Smith back in along with Asia Wilson. So Lloyd and Nye and Gray in the backcourt. Cloud has it. To Enescu. Jumper on the way. Too strong. Smith comes down with a rebound. Asia says, you got it. No problem. I'll get out of the way. Here comes Chelsea, the magician with it. She's got it at the top of the key. Crosses over. Now with the scissors dribble. Gives it up to Nye. Back to Gray. Chelsea goes to the left. Bodies up Cloud. Gets her up in the air. Chelsea back pass to Asia. 5 on the clock. Asia lets it fly. Back iron, no good. Smith battles for the rebound in the hands of Nye. Nye saves it to Lloyd. Lloyd into the corner. Chelsea for a 3. Rims out. Offensive rebound. Wilson goes back. Put up. Good. And 1. Crowd going crazy. Asia Wilson battling hard. The physicality. And the Aces are back up 3, and Asia has a chance to put them up 4. Timeout, New York. Crowd standing up, giving this team a round of applause. High fives aplenty for Becky Hammond. And that is just pure guts and pure effort right there. 6:30.
Some personal injury lawyers talk about less fee, but when you read the fine print, you'll discover they have so many restrictions, it's really an empty promise. At the Richard Harris Law Firm, every client settlement gets our less fee guarantee, which means we'll never take more in fees than our client gets. No restrictions apply. Who you hire matters. The Richard Harris Law Firm, 444-4444.
3 remaining second quarter. Aces lead 29-26.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Finley Toyota and the Valley Auto Mall.
Sierra Air Conditioning and Plumbing has proven that we can solve problems quickly, completely, and affordably, which is great. But we also like to prevent problems before they happen, which saves you money, so you can live your life comfortably and without worry. And the way we do it is with the Savings and Maintenance Membership, or SAM plan for short. For $16 a month, you get 4 yearly visits, a 15-point cooling system tune-up, a 15-point heating system tune-up, a 65-point plumbing inspection and water heater flush, 1 diagnostic or emergency service trip for plumbing or air, 15% off repairs, and a lot more, including peace of mind all year long. Check out the long list of benefits at SierraCoolsLV.com or give us a call at 702-380-79.
Pick up your car. Drowning in your car is a tragedy you can avoid. Never drive through floodwater because water always wins.
Brought to you by the Regional Flood Control District.
Some personal injury lawyers talk about less fee, but when you read the fine print, you'll discover they have so many restrictions, it's really an empty promise. At the Richard Harris Law Firm, every client settlement gets our less fee guarantee, which means we'll never take more in fees than our client gets. No restrictions apply. Who you hire matters. The Richard Harris Law Firm, 444-4444.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding and endless nights, custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn, and the list goes on and on and on and on. We don't know what brings you here, but we do know this. When you go to Vegas, whatever you go for, go all out. Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more.
Let's get back to the action with T.C. Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
All right, back here at the house, the Aces on a nice little run now have reclaimed the lead 29-26 after trailing by 6. So each team is led by that number. And Asia Wilson to the free throw line for the three-point play. And Sandy Brondello called the timeout to break the mojo there. And Asia converts the three-point play. So that little 3-minute break didn't bother the MVP. And Wilson now with 9. Chelsea has 11. 30-26. Cloud with the bounce pass over to Ionescu. Back inside to Cloud. Too strong Asia there. A nice challenge by Chelsea Gray. Wilson brings it up, crosses midcourt, crossover dribble. Now back to Chelsea. She's feeling it here. Uses a pit from Asia. Jonquel Jones switches out on her. Chelsea says, that's fine, I'll take it. I'll take that jumper, no good. And Cloud comes down with a rebound. Ionescu over to Miesemann. Dribble handoff to Burke. Lets one fly off the rim, no good. And Smith corrals the rebound. Gray now has it. Crosses midcourt. Fires a pass to Jewell. Lloyd now has it. On the left wing. Uses a pick from Asia. Spins a pass over to Nye. Nye with a shot. Fake dribbles inside. Nice drive by Nye, but cannot finish. 30-26. Aces lead. New York with the basketball. Cloud has it. Dribbles inside. Jonquel Jones passes up the shot. Going to find Miesemann for a 3, and she drains it. 30-29. So Jonquel Jones passed up a shot, and it's like Becky Hammond likes to say, pass up a shot for a better shot, and that's what they got. Emma Miesemann has been fantastic since she joined the Liberty here, playing in her 6th game. Asia with a turnaround jumper. She misses that long. Miesemann with a rebound to Cloud. Cloud has it on the right wing. Lloyd picks her up. Cloud gets by her and scores it. Asia tried to help, but a nice drive by Natasha Cloud. Still screaming at the officials. She wanted a 3-point play. Nye for 3. Count it! Nice pass by Jewell Lloyd in the corner. Found Aaliyah Nye. Spot up 3. 33-31. Aces back on top. 7 lead changes thus far. We knew we were going to have a good one here tonight. Miesemann with another drive. Down the left baseline, used the right hand off the glass. Tied at 33. Aces have many defensive breakdowns again. Gray to Wilson. Bounce pass inside to Smith. Draws a double team. Nye open again. Same spot. This one in and out. Jones with the rebound. Brings it up to Ionescu. To Miesemann. Back to Cloud. A lot of motion in this offense for New York. Ball's inside to Miesemann. Rejected by Gray. But it goes back out to Ionescu for 3. Count it. 36-33 New York. Great block by Chelsea Gray there. Asia to Lloyd. Jewell now has it. And Jonquel Jones ties her up. Over on the right wing, got a good piece of Jewell's face as well, too. But they will jump it up. Jackie Young checks back in for Nye. So now the Aces going with their conventional starting lineup. Got Wilson and Smith down low. Gray, Lloyd, and Young on the floor. So we'll see if Jewell even jump. If she doesn't, she commits the violation. So New York didn't get a chance to get a breakaway there. So New York will inbound on the side. So Burke will inbound in the backcourt. Gives it to Cloud. Cloud walks it up. Lloyd picks her up. Bounce pass over to Ionescu. To Jones. Back to Ionescu. Ionescu, another long-distance bomb. Air ball. A 27-footer that went 26. Stephanie Talbot checks in for the first time for New York. Talbot, her 7th season from Australia. Young brings the ball up court for the Aces. Crosses the timeline. Approaching the 3-minute mark. Aces trail by 3. Asia, bull in a China shop, goes down the lane, gets it rejected by Jones. No foul called there. Yes, they do call a foul. And it was a late whistle there. And that goes on Jonquel Jones. So only the first on Jones. But Asia will earn the 2 free throws. Third team foul for New York, but again, that on the shot attempt. So Asia gets 2. First one on the way for the reigning MVP. Good. Asia now into double figures. Second free throw upcoming. Good as well. Asia and Jewel both have 11 points to lead the Aces. I changed that. I'm sorry. Chelsea and Asia each have 11. Jewel has 5. Cloud has it. Dribbles down the lane. Another drive. Third time Natasha Cloud has just found the opening, used a high screen, and no backside help for the Aces at all. And Liberty have a 3-point lead. Again, 38-35. Lloyd now has it, gets a pick high from Asia, and Jewel Lloyd puts one up. She gets hammered. 2 free throws coming for Lloyd. And that'll be on Leonie Phoebish. Timeout on the floor, 2:43 remaining. And Jewel Lloyd will get 2 free throws when we come back to try to trim this lead. Right now it's 3 in favor of New York.
It's Aces Basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by West Star Credit Union.
If you need to sell your house,
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
you want to sell it fast and get the most cash, talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
All right, Jacob. It's sellers versus buyers, kid. Pool noodle battle. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready. But the sellers are going down today.
Not a chance, baby. Our sellers get cash advances. We handle the repairs up front, and we always get top dollar. We'll even buy your house for cash if needed.
Okay, but don't forget about the buyers. Inventory's up, which means more homes to choose from. And we negotiate hard to get our buyers the best deal. And some closing costs, maybe.
Well, now you're just showing off.
Just doing what we do best.
Buyers or sellers, the real estate guy's got your back.
Call us at 702-310-6683 or visit therealestateguyLV.com.
That's 702-310-MOVE. eXp Realty license number 38886. Call for details.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
Hey, Jeff, how's the new job working out?
Really sucks. Terrible boss and the paycheck is even worse. I gotta get a new job.
Truck you.
Wait, what?
Truck you.
You don't have to curse at me.
Dude, you should check out Truck You CDL training. My brother got his CDL license in 4 weeks and now he has a new career making great money.
Okay, I'm listening.
Truck You offers small classes with night and weekend times available. They will even help with payment programs. Check them out. LV.com. Truck You.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding and endless nights, custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn, and the list goes on and on and on and on. We don't know what brings you here, but we do know this. When you go to Vegas, whatever you go for, go all out. Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more.
Let's get back to the action with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
All right, back here at the Michelob Ultra Arena inside the Mandalay Bay, and the Aces and the Liberty locked in a good one. Always good when these two teams get together. Remember, the Aces defeated the Liberty to win the championship in 2023. And last year, the Liberty repaid the Aces by beating them in the semifinals last year on their way to their first championship. Aces take on Phoenix. We go on the road for tomorrow for Friday's game. Remember, Friday's game, 7 o'clock right here on ESPN Las Vegas. No pregame show on Friday, so tune in right at 7. We'll be at the Phoenix Arena. That's what it's called now. It used to be the Footprint Center, now the Phoenix Arena. 7 o'clock tip-off, and the Aces facing another team that they trail in the standings. Phoenix currently, right now, looking pretty strong themselves with a 20-11 record. Jewel Lloyd to the free throw line. Jewel misses the free throw. Rare miss for Jewel, who is an 89% free throw shooter. Second free throw good. 38-36. Cloud brings it up court. Young guarding her. Now Cloud gives up a dribble. Over to Talbot. Jones has it. We're into two different shoes here tonight. One black, one white. And that doesn't stop her because she gets a pass from Phoebish. And Jonquel Jones connects again. Jonquel now has 8 points. Mieseman with 12 to lead all scorers. Gray now has it. We approach the 2-minute mark here, second quarter. Chelsea has it on the right wing. Over to Young. To Wilson. Asia to Jewell for three. Cast off. Splash down time for Jewell Loyd. Big bucket there. Aces crawl within one, 40-39. Cloud has it. Throws it nearly in our hands, but Johannes intercepted it for me. Count on Mateo. I don't know how good his hands are, though. Not as good as Phoebish is, unfortunately. There it is. Cloud puts up a jumper. She misses. Young comes up with it. Here comes Asia. Dribble handoff to Jewell. Jewell just hit 1-3, looking for another one. Pass off to Jackie. Into the corner for Chelsea. Chelsea has it. Penetrates inside and tries to give it to Smith, but it goes off of the leg and into the hands of the Liberty player. And now Phoebish has it. Over to Jones. Back to Cloud at the top of the key. 1:10 to play, second quarter. Jones is open inside. Passes up a shot. Gives it to Johannes. Shot clock down to 7. And New York's all over the place with these wild passes around the perimeter. Shot clock winding down. And Jonquel Jones puts up a 3. No good. Jewell has it. Oh, we're going to get a blocking foul here on Johannes as she tried to undercut Jackie Young. And that'll be free throws for JY. That should be this. One official said side out, but we had to say no. That's the second one in the last 2 minutes. So Young to the free throw line to give the Aces the lead. Young's first free throw up and spins out. So Aces have missed 2 of the last 3 free throws here. 6 of 8 on the night. Mieseman's checking in for the final 56 seconds of the first half. Young's second free throw on the way. Good. We're tied at 40. Still, very low scoring game here tonight. These teams have played a lot of low scoring games. Phoebish has it to Jones, working on Asia. Asia up to the task. Passes out for a long 3 from Phoebish, and she nails it. Phoebish hits a 3 with 38 seconds to go. New York up by 3. Young has it to Wilson. Wilson looking for some action here. Asia dips the pass over to Jewell. Another triple. In and out, no good. Jones gets the rebound and last shot time of the half for New York. Cloud has it at midcourt. 10 seconds remaining. Loyd on her. Cloud gets a pick from Jones. 4 seconds. Jones has it. Still not going to get a shot off. Throws the ball out of bounds with 1/10 of a second left. So that will take us to halftime. The New York Liberty lead the Las Vegas Aces 43-40 at the half. Aces had themselves a 6-point lead. New York led by as many as 6 themselves. And then a 3-pointer by Leonie Phoebish with about 18 seconds left here in the half has put the New York Liberty on top. We invite you to hang with us at halftime. Ari will have an update, tell you what else is happening around the W, as well as Major League Baseball and everything else, Raiders training camp and more. We'll be back here with some stats and more. Halftime at the Michelob Ultra Arena. It is the Las Vegas Aces.
Warning! Inflation is back on the rise. The national debt is spiraling out of control. The stock market has been at an all-time high, and wars continue to rage across the globe. Experts are predicting a massive economic crash for 2025, and you should be ready. Will you sit on the sidelines and wait, Or will you take action today to help protect your hard-earned retirement savings? Right now, you can get a free gold and silver kit from the top-rated precious metals company, Goldco, where you'll learn why tens of thousands of hardworking Americans and even the world's central banks are turning to precious metals to help protect and diversify their money. Get your free gold and silver kit from Goldco by calling 855-GOLD-IRA. You could even receive up to a 10% instant match on bonus silver for qualified accounts. Don't let your financial future slip through your fingers. Learn why so many Americans are diversifying with gold and silver today. Call 855-GOLD-IRA. That's 855-GOLD-IRA.
A lot of money. Credit restoration, notary, and much more. Call for a free home evaluation, 736-3000.
License D143790. Geneva Financial 393995.
Flood season schmudschmeezing. It's just a little rain and you're in a car. Drive through the puddle. It's like a free car wash. And you've got places to go. Come on, got it.
Yeah, that's not the way to do it. You simply can't tell how deep floodwater is in the road, and it only takes 1 foot of rushing water to pick up your car. Drowning in your car is a tragedy you can avoid. Never drive through floodwater because water always wins.
Brought to you by the Regional Flood Control District.
Hey, Jeff, how's the new job working out?
Really sucks. Terrible boss and the paycheck is even worse. I gotta get a new job.
Truck you.
Wait, what?
Truck you.
You don't have to curse at me.
Dude, you should check out Truck You CDL training. My brother got his CDL license in 4 weeks and now he has a new career making great money.
Okay, I'm listening.
Truck You offers small classes with night and weekend times available. They will even help with payment programs. Check them out. Truck, the letter U, LV.com. Truck You.
It's the Aces Radio Network Sports Update. Brought to you by Findlay Toyota in the Valley Auto Mall.
And I'm Ari with your Aces Halftime Sports Update. NFL preseason rolls on with the second full week of games that is starting Friday when the Falcons host the Titans and the Chiefs face the Seahawks. Saturday is game number 2 for the Raiders and their only home game of the preseason. They will host the 49ers down the street over at Allegiant Stadium. Kickoff is 1 p.m. You can listen to all the action starting at 11 a.m. with the extended pregame show over on our sister station, Raider Nation Radio 920 a.m. or streaming live at lvsportsnetwork.com. Over in the NBA, the Board of Governors on Wednesday unanimously approved the sale of the Boston Celtics to a group led by private equity mogul Bill Chisholm, a deal that values the franchise at more than $6.1 billion, the largest ever for an American professional sports team. Let's check out some Major League Baseball scores. Lots of finals from earlier. Tigers shut out the White Sox 1-0. Brewers beat the Pirates 12-5. Nationals 8, Royals 7. Rockies 6-5 winners over the Cardinals. The D-backs 6, Rangers 4. Padres beat up on the Giants 11-1. Reds shut out the Phillies 8-0. And currently in progress at the end of the 8th, the Orioles have a 3-1 lead over the Mariners. End of the 5th, the Twins and Yankees knotted up at 1. And in the top of the 4th, Braves 9, Mets 6. Dodgers 3, Angels 2. That is in the top of the 3rd. And in the top of the 1st, Rays have a 3-0 lead over the Oakland, soon-to-be Las Vegas Athletics. Back over to the WNBA, a couple finals from earlier today. The Sun beat the Sky 71-62, and the Valkyries beat the Mystics 88-83. There is one other game in progress. Let's get my screen up to date here. At the end of the first quarter, Atlanta Dream 24, Seattle Storm 18. Now let's send it back over to TC Martin for the start of the second half, live at the Michelob Ultra Arena inside the Mandalay Bay. The Aces currently trail the Liberty 43-40. Quite a good battle right there. Keep it right here on your home for Aces Basketball.
The ocean delights us. Some marvel at the colorful world below the surface. The ocean feeds us. Others find nourishment in its bounty. The ocean teaches us how our everyday choices impact even the deepest places. The ocean moves us, whether we're riding a wave or soaking in its breathtaking beauty. The ocean connects us. Find your connection at MontereyBayAquarium.org/connects.
Basketball ESPN Las Vegas.
It's Aces Basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by West Star Credit Union.
Running a business gets more complicated every year, so you need a trusted advisor in your corner. especially when it comes to your workers' comp program. Pro Group Management has been helping Nevada's self-insured businesses for over 20 years. Whether your business is retail, trucking, building, agriculture, or auto, our team has the expertise to make sure your coverage meets your needs and at a price that fits your budget. Our award-winning team keeps track of all the important regulatory issues that impact your business. We help with safety, compliance, and inspections, because that's what you should expect from a trusted business partner. Find out how to have Pro Group Management work for you. Visit our website at pgmnv.com to receive a free cost savings analysis now. That's
a lot of money. Credit restoration, notary, and much more. Call for a free home evaluation, 736-3000.
License E143790. Geneva Financial 393995.
Hey babe, where are you going?
Fantastic Indoor Swap Meet.
The swap meet? I love Fantastic. Can I come along?
Sure, if you bring your wallet.
What are we shopping for?
Everything. They've got everything, and it's a lot more fun than shopping online.
Okay, let's spend the afternoon. It's just over on Decatur and Okie.
You know, Fantastic's open every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 10 to 6. And like they say, it's fantastic.
And like they say, we've got it.
At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
The human soul requires a minimum daily requirement of entertainment. But listening to the radio, like you're doing right now, yeah, that doesn't count. Welcome to the world of MGM Rewards, where we have the greatest live shows on earth, the biggest names in sports, the best chefs on the planet, and the most unforgettable nights of your life. This is way beyond watching 20-second clips on your phone. This is all the entertainment you can handle and more. So book now and make the most of your Vegas getaway at MGMRewards.com. Welcome to the show.
Welcome back to the Aces Radio Network. It's the halftime report with stats, scores, and more, presented by Westar Credit Union. Here's TC Martin.
Back here at the house, the Michelob Ultra Arena here on this Wednesday night, and the Aces locked in a good one against the New York Liberty. Fierce rivalry between these two teams. We know all about that, right? And my halftime guest, he knows it because he's been there with me on the road in Brooklyn or here for these matchups because his daughter is right in the middle of it. The one and only James Gray, Chelsea Gray's Pops in the house. What's going on, my man?
Hey, man, pleasure to be here, man. You know, I always enjoy, sitting it up and we chopping up about these, what we're seeing tonight.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what we're seeing tonight. We're seeing the Aces are basically outplaying the Liberty, even though they're down 3, courtesy of your daughter, the point guard, who's got 11 points.
Yeah, she's looking good. She's looking very, aggressive, about, her play and stuff like that. And so it makes, it sends a whole different dimension to the team. And they're reacting the way they're supposed to react. Unfortunately, we missed a few layups. Other than that, we're playing really well.
I think so. All right. Tell me what else you've been seeing here with this team during this 4-game win streak, man. 9 of the last 12.
Oh, 9 of the last 12. From the start, we didn't get no respect. Nobody was talking about it, but now everybody's talking about us. Everybody's paying attention now, which is a great thing. So we're doing something right.
What do you think that is? Because talking to Becky, before the game, and she was saying that things are really starting to click a little bit. Asia thinks it's more about the defense, and we all know that defense leads to offense and easy buckets and everything, and then when the Aces are not flowing well, it is all happening. That's happening in the defensive end. We saw some defensive breakdowns here tonight. I think if they can clear that up, this team will be in good shape. But it seems like that's where they fall apart at times.
Yeah, also you got to look at the fact that you've got a new group of people. In the combination, sometimes we got to feel certain vibes as the game is being played, and everybody feeling each other. It took a minute, and we still got a ways to go. But at the same time, you can see the whole different dynamics of the teams and the trust. And the trust is a big factor in being able to play on the floor together.
We've had a lot of birthdays here recently. Okay, we go back to last weekend we had Asia's birthday, Nalissa Smith's birthday, right? But then we got another birthday in your family here tonight, don't we?
Absolutely. The one and only Vicky Gray.
Oh, you got that right, Mama Gray.
Yeah, Mama Gray.
Now, I tried to get Mama Gray on, and she said,
she ain't going to do it.
She said, my husband. That's my husband's show over there.
Okay. I'm with it. Yeah, you know what? The thing about it is it's been a great week. It's been a great week, and we've won 7 out of the last 8. And looking at the dynamics of the team and the continuity, how they're playing as a unit now, and like I mentioned earlier, the trust plays a major part of this.
Chelsea's been healthy this year.
Man.
Talk about, her recovery and what you're seeing, from a father's eyes here. And again, with so many more games on the schedule and a tighter window and everything with all this travel, she looks like she is really held up. And I was really impressed. And I saw her during the offseason, in San Francisco, and said, man, I mean, you could tell that she was really hitting it in the offseason.
Yeah. Just look at, Chelsea lost a few pounds. And then also by losing a few pounds, she put on a little bit of muscle. Yeah. And with that muscle, it allows her, to do the things that she needs to do with, her body and stuff like that. So, she trusts her body a little bit more now, opposed to at the beginning of the season and obviously from last season as well. Getting past that, that foot injury. But now I think she's coming around. She what she needs to be, and like you said, we got a few more games to go, and I'm looking forward for the excitement.
You got it, brother. I appreciate you spending some time here. We'll let you get back to your front row seat over there.
Oh man, this is great. This is fun.
Bring us
It's fun. You better know it.
All right, my
Appreciate you.
James Gray.
All right, thank you.
The one and only Chelsea Gray's father. Always love having him on. All right, back with the second half. Aces trail Liberty 43-40. Listen to Aces basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
Hi, Tom Selleck here. In 1980, when Magnum started, that was the first time I really ever had any discretionary income. And that's when I first started buying gold. Back then, even when Reagan took office, we were still under a cloud of inflation. Well, inflation is back. So for me, it's not a question of why gold. It's a question of who can you trust. A friend of mine recommended Goldco, and I gave him a try. And I gotta say, I wasn't sorry. They even sent me a gold and silver kit that was filled with valuable information, and I got the gold and silver I asked for. Look, you can go to tomlikesgoldco.com to see if gold and silver are right for you. That's tomlikesgoldco.com.
20% off all other services. Call Semper Fi 702-703-6450 for same-day service. That's 702-703-6450 or online at callsemperfi.com.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding and endless nights, custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn, and the list goes on and on and on.
Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at Grimaldi'sPizzeria.com.
When you need cash, how quickly can LendingStore.com connect you to a lender faster than this commercial? Whether you need cash for a medical bill, groceries, or rent, LendingStore.com's network of lenders makes it quick and easy. In less time than this ad, you can fill out a few fields at LendingStore.com and find out if a lender can get you $500 to $5,000 as early as tomorrow. So visit LendingStore.com today for details. See website for details. Lending Store is not a lender and does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
Ready to hit the road in a new ride? One Nevada Credit Union believes your life should be rewarded. With a new or refinanced auto loan, One Nevada will let you skip payments for 90 days. You really can drive now and pay later. At One Nevada, we offer freedom from payment stress and more money in your pocket, so you spend less time worrying about financing and more time enjoying the drive. Check out the benefits of a One Nevada auto loan today at onenevada.org. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal opportunity lender.
Modelo is an official cerveza of the Las Vegas Raiders and the JT the Brick Show. Modelo Especial is the model Mexican lager. Everyone knows that hard work deserves a fitting reward. A Pilsner-style lager with a crisp, clean taste.
What's up, y'all? It's Chelsea Gray, and you're listening to Aces Radio Network.
Okay, we're back here at the Michelob Ultra Arena inside the Mandalay Bay. Asia Wilson with 11, Chelsea Gray with 11 to lead the Aces. Jewel Lloyd with 9 in her 12 minutes off the bench. And Emma Miesemann, the newest member of the New York Liberty, who only played 5 games with them, has 12 points. Again, no Breanna Stewart. She's missed 9 games with a right knee injury. So New York trying to piece it together. Aces have a great opportunity to get a W here tonight against a team they've struggled with, losing 8 out of the last 9 times. Chelsea Gray brings it up. Aces going right to left to start the second half. Dana Evans inserted into the starting lineup tonight, back on the floor with Chelsea Gray, Melissa Smith, Jackie Young, and Asia Wilson. Gray now has it at the top of the key. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Young has it. They are in the 2-3 zone again. Gray's going to try to bust that 2-3 zone and can't. Melissa Smith, offensive rebound. Put back is good. Nicely done by Melissa Smith. Aces down 1, 43-42. We expect this one to be tight all the way down the stretch here tonight. Aces really need this W. Jackie Young nearly bats it away from Jonquel Jones. Jones gives it over to Miesemann. Miesemann draws a foul, and they're going to get Melissa Smith on this foul. Looking at the first half stats from a team perspective, Aces shooting 44%, 15 to 34. New York, 18 of 34. That's 53% for them. Each team is led by as many as 6 points. Miesemann hits the first free throw. 8 lead changes in that first half, and most of those came in the first quarter, in the first part of the second quarter. Miesemann's second free throw is around and down. 45-42 New York. And Gray brings it up. Bounce pass to Smith, back to the basket. Now dribbles to the top of the key. Dribble handoff to Evans. Evans now has it. Looking for Lloyd. Lloyd, bounce pass. I should say Gray. To Asia, to Jackie, back to Evans. Evans has to shoot it with 2 seconds left on the shot clock and drains it. So Dana Evans hit a 3 in the opening possession. And then she gets the Aces' first bucket here. Actually, the second bucket here in the second half. Miesemann, another long-distance 3, no good. Asia with a great job of screening out the 6'6" Jonquel Jones. Outlet pass to Young, Jackie for 3. Misses everything, gets her own rebound. Comes out to the baseline, back to Gray, to Asia for a triple. Back iron, no good. And Jones has the rebound. Brings it up herself. Over to Miesemann. Anescu now has it. Smith switches out on her. Bounce pass to Miesemann in a mismatch down low as Dana Evans got caught up in a switch on Miesemann, so she has to commit the foul. So second team foul of the half, or rather the quarter for the Aces, and first on Dana Evans. Cloud into Anescu. Anescu stops, puts up a jumper, no good. Wilson gets the rebound. Asia now with 8 rebounds. Gray has it. Chelsea down the lane, stops, fires, and loses the ball. And we're going to get an offensive foul and another one on Melissa Smith. And that's 2 quick ones in the past minute. And the Aces cannot afford to get Smith in foul trouble here. Luckily, she didn't have any in the first half, so only 2. Cloud has it. Evans on her. And Evans definitely has the speed to keep up with Cloud. Miesemann at the top. To Jones. To Phoebish. Phoebish lobs it inside to Jonquel. He taps it out to Cloud. To Anescu. Anescu gets fouled by Jackie Young 25 feet away from the hoop. 6 seconds were left on the shot clock. And New York didn't have much going on that set. So the Aces have racked up 4 team fouls already. New York has not committed one yet. Misiman misses a shot. Asia partially blocks it from the backside, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Melissa Smith. And Smith wanted a foul called on Misiman. So Liberty will inbound underneath their own hoop. Shot clock reset to 14. We played 2.5 minutes there. Liberty led by 3 at the half. Currently lead by 1. Anescu has it. Dribbling inside. Kicks it out to Misiman. Shot clock at 5. Misiman driving. Follow away jumper. Good. 47-44 New York. Evans has it. Top of the key. Gets a pick from Wilson. Dana fires again. Back iron no good. And one and done for the Aces there. Jones has it for the Liberty. To Anescu. Anescu shoves off Evans. No foul call there. Into Phoebish. Phoebish down low. Chelsea on her. Back to Jones. Spins the pass over to Anescu. Back to the corner. Natasha Cloud for 3. No good. Wilson an easy rebound. 6.5 to play. Third quarter. Wilson to Jackie. Bounce pass. Over to A. A has it. Working on Jonquel right by her. But Jonquel recovers and swats it out of bounds with the Aces basketball. Jewel Lloyd's going to check in for Dana Evans. So Chelsea will inbound. Difficult angle in the corner in front of the Aces bench here. 11 on the shot clock. Chelsea still looking. Still looking. Ball swatted out of bounds by Cloud. Chelsea tried to get that into Asia. Now Chelsea calling out a different set here. Aces with a stack formation. And now she fires it into Wilson. Wilson with a shot fake. Takes Misiman to the cup. Misses. Jonquel Jones comes over to challenge, and Asia missed that one. Anescu with the rebound. Back to Misiman on the right wing. Back over to Anescu. Long distance 3. Nothing but net for Sabrina Anescu. 50-44. So now the Liberty have equaled their largest lead of a half a dozen. Wilson now has it to Jackie. Young penetrates. Leaves her feet, passes it out to Gray again. Chelsea shakes, makes, gets the ball nearly taken away. Now a double team, now a triple team. Over to Jewel in the corner. Lloyd fires as the shot clock expires, and Jewel cans another triple. Jewel has a dozen and cuts that lead from 6 to 3. Another foul in the corner, and Jackie Young overly aggressive with Sabrina Anescu, and that puts the Aces over the limit in free throws now for New York. 5 team fouls already, and I don't think the officials realize that that's a 5th team foul because they're saying side out, and I think I'm good with that, and so the crowd, but now they're going to realize that that is the 5th team foul, and Sabrina Anescu is going to get 2 free throws. 5:30 to play here, third quarter. Anescu, free throw. Good. Kennedy Burke in for Jonquel Jones for New York. So see if the Aces can do some damage with this lineup. And as I say that, now Kirsten Bell's going to check in and sub in for one of the starters here. Jackie Young now has it. Over to Gray, into the corner to Smith, and just a horrible pass from Melissa Smith. She tried to go baseline to baseline. It's intercepted by Anescu. Gives it up to Cloud. Aces do a good job of getting back. It's 5-on-5 now. No advantage for New York. Misiman has it. Smith on her. Tries to go up and under. Asia helps. Misiman puts up a jumper and still hits it. A 16-footer fall away a la Dirk Nowitzki. 54-47. New York with their largest lead. Jackie now has it on the wing. Back over to Lloyd. Jewel calling for a pick. And again, a kick ball. Jewel telegraphed the pass down to Smith. Smith's going to come out and Bell will check in. And we got a timeout on the floor. Becky Hammond's going to try to talk things over here.
This is Goldco Insider. I'm talking with David from Goldco, the trusted leader in precious metals. David, why are people buying gold right now?
Gold's been a store of value for thousands of years. It's real, it's tangible, and right now, hitting record highs.
Couldn't agree more. Help protect your future today. Call 855-GOLD-IRA for your free 2025 gold and silver kit. Plus, find out how you could get unlimited bonus silver, tax and penalty free. Goldco. Call 855-GOLD-IRA. That's 855-GOLD-IRA.
If you're hurt on the job, don't try to go it alone. And don't wait. Deadlines are strictly enforced.
And call the Richard Harris Law Firm. 444-4444.
We're hiring at A1 Garage Doors. No experience? No problem. We provide full training, a brand new van, top-of-the-line tools, a gas card, and steady jobs with weekly pay. This isn't just a job. It's a career with real growth, great pay, and job security. Our team members go from training to 6 figures, and we're ready to help you do the same. Don't wait. Apply now at a1garage.com/careers.
A1garage.com. A1 from day one. Get ready for bacon, barbecue, and bold flavor. Say howdy to the Port of Subs Smoky Western. Stacked with smoked ham, tender turkey, smoky cheddar, bacon, and tangy barbecue sauce. Sweet, savory, sassy, but not for long. Order now at portofsubs.com, on the app, or ride on in today. The Smoky Western, only for a limited time.
Sliced fresh sandwiches, Port of Subs.
Hey Jeff, how's the new job working out?
Really sucks. Terrible boss and the paycheck is even worse. I gotta get a new job.
Truck you.
Wait, what?
Truck you.
You don't have to curse at me.
Dude, you should check out Truck You CDL training. My brother got his CDL license in 4 weeks and now he has a new career making great money.
Okay, I'm listening.
Truck You offers small classes with night and weekend times available. They will even help with payment programs. Check them out. LV.com. Truck You.
The human soul requires a minimum daily requirement of entertainment. But listening to the radio, like you're doing right now, yeah, that doesn't count. Welcome to the world of MGM Rewards, where we have the greatest live shows on earth, the biggest names in sports, the best chefs on the planet, and the most unforgettable nights of your life. This is way beyond watching 20-second clips on your phone. This is all the entertainment you can handle and more. So book now and make the most of your Vegas getaway at MGMRewards.com. Welcome to the show.
Let's get back to the action with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
Aces find themselves down 7, 54-47. Don't forget the Aces back in action on Friday, taking on the Phoenix Mercury. 7 o'clock game time. No pregame show on Friday. So keep that note and join us right here on your home for Aces basketball, ESPN Las Vegas. Jackie Young gets the inbounds pass. Jackie gets to the top of the key. Back over to Jewell, to Gray, back to Young. Shot clock winding down to 5. Jewell's open for another 3. Count it again. That is 3 triples for Jewell Loyd. Make that 4 triples for Jewell Loyd. She's got 15 now. Jonquel Jones has the ball ripped away by Asia to Jackie. Gives up her dribble, stops in the middle key. Gonna find Jewell. Try to bang home another 3. That one's off. Offensive rebound. Jackie pump 1, pump twice. Goes up. Score it. Aces crawl within 2. 5-0 run for Las Vegas. 54-52. Cloud has it. To Jones. Loses the ball. It's loose. Burke has it. Reverse layup. Good. What a move by Kennedy Burke. Gray has it. Top of the key. Surveying. And now we're going to get a whistle. Kennedy Burke fouls Asia Wilson. So 22 fouls, 22. And that is only the first team foul on the Liberty. So Chelsea's going to come over and inbound. Trade places with Lloyd. And gives it to Young, nearly picked off by Phoebus. Jackie now comes up with it. Jackie at the top, spins it inside to Asia. Asia follow away jumper. No foul there. Probably one should have been called. Asia wants that. Now Burke has it. Lobs it inside to Jones at 6'6". Is rejected by Wilson. Ball swatted out of bounds. And he'll stay with New York. So the Liberty will inbound. Far side in the corner. Burke tosses it in to Cloud. Back to Burke. And gets by Kirsten Bell an easy bucket there. Got to remember who inbounds the ball. I mean, that's one of the, it's like basketball 101. Always take care of the inbounder, getting the ball right back. That's what happened there. Aces gave up an easy one, 58-52. 2:40 to play, third quarter. Young has it. Crossover dribble at the free throw line. Now over to Lloyd, to Gray. Gray, long distance three, no good, but we're going to get a whistle here. And Jonquel Jones will commit her second foul. So the Aces will inbound on the sideline. Chelsea looks for Jack. Gives it to Jackie. Over to Wilson. Wilson has it. Time for her to get heated up here again. Jewel for three because she's carrying this team right now. And you got it. Another triple by Jewel Lloyd. It's raining threes, courtesy of Jewel Lloyd. 5 threes tonight. She's got 18. 58-55. Long jumper by Cloud is off the mark. Jackie racing up court. Jackie's going to try to come to the three party. She counts it in one. How about that? Put that gun back in the holster. Jackie Young connects from three, and the Aces have hit back-to-back jacks and now have a chance to take the lead. A 4-point play opportunity for the Aces here. And the officials are going to check this to see if we got anything flagrant here, or maybe even if it wasn't a foul at all. All right, but we will step away while the officials look at this. Currently, right now, we're tied at 58 with 2:06 remaining. Aces and the Liberty here on ESPN Las Vegas.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
This summer, you'll be loving Howard London and America First Credit Union. Get new Visa credit cards with 0% intro APR for 6 months. Need a new ride? Get 90 days with no payments on new auto loans and 60 days no payments on RV and power sports loans. Our home equity loans start with an introductory 4.49% APR to refinance debt or take on that dream project. Start the summer fun now and your payments later. Apply today at americafirst.com or visit a branch. Subject to membership eligibility, terms, creditworthiness, and conditions. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity lender.
Zip Zap Auto has expanded into one of the largest independent auto repair shops in the valley. With 23 bays, over 12,000 square feet, Zip Zap is your one-stop shop, offering 24-hour smog test, oil changes, detailing, bodywork, engine, and transmission rebuilding. And Zip Zap provides free towing and diagnostics with qualifying repairs. No appointment necessary, 24-hour service. Zip Zap Auto at Cheyenne and North Durango Drive and online at zipzapauto.com.
Let's get back to the action with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
A quick review there by the officials. And Jackie Young fouled behind the three-point arc. Hit the three, going to the line for a 4-point play opportunity. And Phoebus just ran into Jackie right after the release. And a 4-point play is converted. And the Aces have retaken the lead, 59-58. It's the first lead the Aces have had since midway through the second quarter. Under 2 minutes to play, third period. Burke now has it. Cross-court pass. Over to Johannes. To Cloud at the top of the key. Back to Johannes. Aces got to beware because the Liberty are full of three-point shooters there, and that shot is missed. And Jewel Lloyd taps it over to Chelsea Gray. Back to Jackie. Here come the Aces. Jewel again for three. Why not? Rimmed off, no good. KB with a rebound. Back to Jackie at the top of the key. Jackie down the lane, throws it away. Third turnover tonight for Jackie Young. Jackie she gets driving and she'll leave her feet. And another turnover there. New York with the basketball. Chance to reclaim the lead. Ball goes inside to Jonquel Jones, and we're going to get a reach-in foul down low. Ball was poked away. They're going to get Jewel Lloyd on that. And Jewel saying, don't challenge. Telling Becky, don't challenge. So Jonquel Jones to the free throw line. First free throw is good. Tied at 59. Second free throw on the way for Jones. Good. And now New York reclaims the lead. Our 10th lead change of the night. 60-59. A minute 15 to play. Third period. Gray now has it. Over to Wilson at the top of the key. Asia dribbles. Now kicks it over to KB for three. That's long. Not the shot you want here. And Cloud brings the ball up court to Jones. Jones just falls down, and they're going to get Asia Wilson with the foul here. And the official saying to Becky Hammond, stop. And that is an embellishment there by Jonquel Jones. I know Becky would like to challenge, and she's going to challenge, and she should challenge. And we know Becky is like 75% on three-point, on challenges. And Jones was walking down the lane. Probably could have called a travel first. And now the officials are going to look at this, and they're talking first to say, well, what did you see? And the one official says, no, I saw the leg. I saw the leg. And they're going to look at this thing. All right, we'll keep it here for the time being. 59 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And the Liberty currently with a 1-point lead, 60-59. The initial call was foul on Asia Wilson. And if that stands, Jonquel Jones will be back at the free throw line for two. Don't forget, next game for the Las Vegas Aces, they take on the Phoenix Mercury coming up on Friday night in Phoenix. And then the Aces will have 3 home games coming up next week. The Dallas Wings will be here on Sunday, 12:30 p.m. start. The Atlanta Dream come here for a 7 o'clock start on Tuesday. And then Thursday, the Phoenix Mercury here at the house. So all of these games coming up here where the Aces can continue to gain ground. And all of those teams except Dallas are in playoff contention. So the official that actually made the call, she's still trying to stand by her call here. And the lead official now is talking about this. We still do not have an official decision as of yet. So Becky Hammond has challenged the call here. And this is a big one here. I got a feeling Becky's going to be successful the way the officials look at this. They're going to say an unsuccessful challenge. And that was marginal contact at best. So Becky loses that challenge. Won't have another one here tonight. Melissa Smith is going to check in. All right, so Bella's out. Smith, Wilson, Gray, Lloyd, and Young, as I like to call the conventional starting five here for the Aces, which has been their starting five for ever since Lewis and Smith joined the team for the most part. Outside of those games where KB was starting for Jewel, have her come off the bench, and then that happened tonight where Dana Evans got the start. So Jonquel Jones misses the front end. Crowd on their feet because you know why. Player misses 2 consecutive free throws. It's pizza for everyone, courtesy of our friends of Slice of Vegas, but unfortunately, Jonquel Jones hits the second free throw. 61-59 New York. 50 seconds to go third quarter. Jackie has it on the wing. Looking for a little help. Gets it over to Lloyd. Back over to Young. Young at the top of the key. Wilson delivers a pick. Back to Asia turnover. Another turnover by Jackie. Intercepted by Cloud. Cloud gives it to a driving Kennedy Burke, who kisses it off the glass with the left hand. And a 4-point deficit now for the Aces, courtesy of the turnover. Gray has it. The left-hand dribble. Back to Young. Back to Gray. And we're going to have a whistle here. And Kennedy Burke's going to get called for a foul. That's a reach-in foul, but no free throws. Next foul by New York will result in free throws for the Aces. So Chelsea Gray will take it out in front of the Aces bench. Jackie gets it. 15 seconds in the game. There's a 5-second differential. Shot and game clock. 5 in the shot clock. Jackie throws one up off the glass, and it goes in. 6 seconds to go. Aces down 2. Cloud launches one as the horn sounds here at the end of the third quarter, and the Aces find themselves down a bucket. New York will start with the basketball in quarter number 4. We got ourselves a good one here. Low-scoring variety. Whose defense is going to clamp down here? It is Las Vegas trailing the Liberty 63-61. You listen to Aces basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
Drive home with Cofield and Company. Weekday afternoons at 3 on ESPN Las Vegas. 1100 AM and 100.9 FM. KWWN Las Vegas.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding and endless nights, custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn, and the list goes on and on and on and on. We don't know what brings you here, but we do know this. When you go to Vegas, whatever you go for, go all out. Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more.
Before you hire a lawyer for your injury case, ask them these 3 questions. Where are you based?
How many lawyers and staff do you have in Nevada? How much have you won for your clients?
When you call the Richard Harris Law Firm, you already know we're local.
I grew up here, so did Josh.
We have over 150 local legal professionals.
And what have we won?
Billions, and all with our less fee guarantee.
Who you hire matters. The Richard Harris Law Firm, 444-4444.
Big news, Las Vegas! Les Olson IT has moved to a bigger, better facility to serve you like never before. Our new space means more technology, more service, and more solutions, all designed with you in mind. Plus, we're hiring. If you're ready to grow with a company that values innovation and community, join our team today. Proudly serving Las Vegas for 23 years and counting. Les Olson IT, your business better. Les Olson IT.
Previously on Cofield and Company.
Tom Brady and the other minority owners with the cash infusion that comes from that, I think you can sort of see the effects of it when, A, you do go out and hire a Pete Carroll, B, you hire a Chip Kelly to be offensive coordinator and make him one of the highest paid offensive coordinators in the National Football League. So that's 2 things right there that show you, okay, these guys are very serious.
It's Cofield and Company, weekdays starting at 3. Laugh your way to work.
The only time I've ever considered giving up allegiance is back in the late 90s. The Devils were talking about having to move to Tennessee. I had to really stop and think, if they move to Tennessee, do I still have to be a fan of them?
If the Devils left, would you become a fan of the Rangers or Islanders?
Yes,
or
Rangers fan, Adam Candy.
Would you just be a hockey fan?
I would take a plastic spoon and cut my eye out before I were a New York Rangers fan.
It's the Press Box. Previously on Cofield and Company.
Subsequent video of Max coming out with the finger, so it's like, I wonder if Max is like, guys, I did it in the stadium, but you're getting me fined here. Or Max was like, do it.
Do it before anybody else does. Let's beat him to it.
That, and also, hey, you know what? I'm with Gino. I have his back, and they're trying to set a culture. So it's very Raider-like in terms of historic Raider stuff. You're out for a preseason game at the beginning of the game, and two of the players are giving the opposing crowd in a preseason game the finger.
It's Cofield and Company, weekdays starting at 3.
This is Jackie Young, and you're listening to Aces Radio Network.
All right, back here at the house here tonight, the fans on their feet, trying to will this team to victory. The Aces have won 4 in a row, 9 of the last 12, and they would love to keep this streak up, especially beating a team that they are trailing in the standings. Remember, New York is in second place right now. The Aces at 5th. Desperately need this victory. And all of these games coming up here, for the most part, against playoff contenders. New York will start with the basketball. Quarter number 4, 10 minutes to play. Aces trail by 2. Liberty have it. Pass goes inside to Ionescu and scores it over the smaller Dana Evans. 65-61. Evans on the floor now with Kia Stokes, Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray, and Aaliyah Nye. The Aces have to be careful with this unit because the Liberty have their starters on the floor right now. This is exactly what happened in the game last night against the Sparks. So the Sparks went to the bench, and this is where New York blew out the Sparks, and there it is. A turnover by the Aces. Cloud on the run. Evans hammers Cloud. No foul. Jonquel Jones gets it. Loses the ball. Last touch by Stokes. But there is virtually not much scoring with this group on the floor for the Aces right now. And this could be danger zone. I know Becky Hammond's trying to get her starters, especially her starters that score, some minutes of blow here. But you got to be careful. There's a shot that's missed. Offensive rebound, New York. Aces have been winning the battle of the boards, 25-22. At the end of 3 quarters, Meeseman turnaround jumper. That's an air ball, and Jackie Young comes down with it. So Young and Gray, the veterans on the floor. Dana Evans connects on a 3. So Dana Evans, that's her second 3-pointer of the night. And Dana Evans hasn't shot many tonight, but she has made it count. 3 for 5, 8 points. Aces now trail by 1. Ionescu has it, gives it over to Meeseman. Ball's battled away by Gray into the hands of Stokes. Stokes looks for help, gives it over to Evans. Evans now has it. Aces have a chance to take the lead. Evans passes it off to Chelsea. Gray now. Back to Evans, open for 3. Now she passes off Aaliyah Nye. She'll take that 3. That's short, but the ball luckily is batted out of bounds off of Phoebish. Here comes A'ja Wilson, which we talked about in the pregame show with her. She said, I want to play the whole game. Becky won't let me. So watch for A'ja to go the rest of the distance here. 8:06 to go, and the Aces need A on the floor. Aces cannot afford to let this one get away. They played New York twice this year, and they definitely let the second game get away from them, even when A'ja got injured. They had the lead with under 4 minutes to go. Evans, follow-away jumper. That's off the mark. A'ja battles for the rebound, comes down with it. What battle by A'ja. Now gives it to Evans, to Nye, to Chelsea. 5 in the shot clock. Gray has it. Tries to get inside. Follow-away jumper over Phoebus. She's hammered. Chelsea will get 2 free throws. That was all A'ja Wilson. That is the MVP right there, folks. Not just scoring, but rebounding, tenacity, and the will to just get the ball, the will to win. Gray at the free throw line. Chelsea hits the first. Aces have a chance to reclaim the lead. We're tied at 65. One more coming for Gray. Chelsea with the 2 dribbles. The release and good. 66-65. The 11th lead change. Anescu to Phoebish on the right wing. Back over to Miesemann. Nilissa Smith. Back in as well. Jewel Lloyd also in now. Here we go. Ball is tipped around and into the hands of Asia Wilson. She gives it to Evans. See if the Aces can make this count. Lob inside to Smith. Over Anescu. She's got it. She's fouled. And Nilissa a little bit upset with herself that she missed that one because she knows she's a 50% free throw shooter. And Sandy Brondell is going to challenge this. Anescu was saying, I didn't foul her. And she's saying, nope, she's not going to challenge. She just called the timeout, so she will not challenge that. We'll step away. Aces lead by 1.
Gatorade is the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. So you can lose more sweat and raise your game. Gatorade, is it in you?
Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at Grimaldi'sPizzeria.com.
Aces fans love a winning team. That's why the Aces use VegasTickets.com. With Vegas Tickets, you get the best seats to every event. Want front row? VegasTickets.com. Need group tickets or national event tickets? Yeah, Vegas Tickets. They are the best at taking care of customers, and they're an official partner of the Aces. Visit VegasTickets.com or call 702-795-7880. Ask for the Aces discount. VegasTickets.com, because where you sit matters.
Broker license number 1001607.LLC.
You gotta go Galindo.
I'm Josh Galindo, owner of Galindo Group Real Estate. We're not just a real estate company, we're a lifestyle brokerage with over 20 years of experience. When you work with us, you get more than a realtor. You get an entire team dedicated to creating an experience you'll love. From start to finish, we make buying or selling your home smooth, fun, and completely stress-free.
You gotta go Galindo. 702-820-1.
GalindoGroupRealestate.com.
Modelo is an official cerveza of the Las Vegas Raiders and the JT the Brick Show. Modelo Especial is a rich, full-flavored Pilsner-style lager, delivering a crisp, refreshing taste, brewed with fighting spirit since 1925.
Hey Las Vegas, are you tired of plumbing prices that break the bank? At 365 Plumbing, we're bringing fair pricing back. Family owned and operated, we treat your home like it's our own. For your everyday plumbing needs, we're here 365 days a year, rain or shine, day or night. Extend the life of your water heater right now. Take advantage of our $89 water heater special. Visit us at 365plummingnv.com. Bringing fair pricing back to the Valley, one home at a time. 365 Plumbing, because where the water flows, 365 Plumbing goes.
Hey, it's JT here to tell you about the best pizza in Las Vegas, Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at Grimaldi'sPizzeria.com.
Hey, it's Jared. Join me this Saturday for the Front Row Card Show at the Rio. Baseball, football, basketball, and hockey cards, plus Pokemon, Marvel, Star Wars, and comic books. Thousands of dollars in free prizes, so don't miss it. This Saturday from 11 to 1 at the Rio with ESPN Las Vegas.
Now back to Courtside with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
7:14 to play. And the Aces have a 1-point lead. Nilissa Smith to the free throw line. New York has committed 2 team fouls here in the fourth quarter. Aces have not committed one as of yet. So Smith at the line. First free throw on the way. Good. Smith has got that 3-quarter rotation, and the only way it's going in, if it goes straight in the cylinder. Any rim, more than likely, it's not going in. And she cans too. Nothing but cotton there. 68-65. Aces applying the defensive pressure now. Miesemann has it. Smith on her. To Ionescu. She's open for three. Back iron. Hits the top of the backboard. Jonquel Jones gets the rebound and a reach-in foul. And they're going to get Alyssa Smith on that one. So Ionescu forced up a long three. But the 6'6" Jonquel Jones there for the offensive board. Burke now has it to Miesemann. Miesemann back to Burke. Burke launches a three. Front iron, no good. Smith gets the rebound. So New York comes up empty on that possession. 6.5 to play. Aces clinging to a 3-point lead. Gray to Lloyd. Jewel for three. Why not stay hot? In and out. Ionescu has the rebound to Burke. Inside to Jones. Jones on the right block. Draws a double team. It's Chelsea and Asia on her. But Ionescu's open from the wing. No good. Miesemann offensive rebound. Miesemann over Gray. In and out. No good. Ball is out of bounds. It'll stay with the Liberty. So when the Aces have basically been taking care of the Liberty on the glass, here in this fourth quarter, New York is really crashing here. And Jackie Young is now going to replace Dana Evans, get a little bit more size and physicality there on Ionescu. And Jackie comes in initially, picks up Ionescu. Miesemann has it. Smith on her. Smith commits another foul. 4 fouls now on Alyssa Smith. And you can see what New York's intention is here. Sandy Brondell is saying, work the post. And the Aces are going to need to get some rebounding help from the guards. Cannot just be Wilson and Smith. So 2 free throws coming. Emma Miesemann, an 83% free throw shooter, hits the first. Miesemann's second free throw. And that is good as well. 68-67. Aces by 1. Young has it to Wilson. Asia with a crossover dribble. Gives it up to Jackie. Jackie now has it to Gray. Back to Jackie. A lot of dribbling here. Jackie tries to get inside. Inside to Smith. The pass is there. Smith puts up the shot. She gets fouled. And we should have 2 more free throws coming for Alyssa Smith. And that'll be the 3rd foul for New York. And now we're going to get a challenge by Sandy Brondell. So she elected not to challenge the last one. She is going to challenge this one. We will step away. 68-67.
Gatorade is the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. So you can lose more sweat and raise your game. Gatorade, is it in you?
Aces lead, 5:43 to play.
It's Aces Basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by West Star Credit Union.
We're hiring at A1 Garage Doors. No experience? No problem. We provide full training, a brand new van, top-of-the-line tools, a gas card, and steady jobs with weekly pay. This isn't just a job. It's a career with real growth, great pay, and job security. Our team members go from training to 6 figures, and we're ready to help you do the same. Don't wait. Apply now at a1garage.com/careers.
A1garage.com. A1 from day one.
The human soul requires a minimum daily requirement of entertainment. But listening to the radio, like you're doing right now, yeah, that doesn't count. Welcome to the world of MGM Rewards, where we have the greatest live shows on earth, the biggest names in sports, the best chefs on the planet, and the most unforgettable nights of your life. This is way beyond watching 20-second clips on your phone. This is all the entertainment you can handle and more. So book now and make the most of your Vegas getaway at MGMRewards.com. Welcome to the show.
Zip Zap Auto has expanded into one of the largest independent auto repair shops in the Valley. With 23 bays, over 12,000 square feet, Zip Zap is your one-stop shop. offering 24-hour smog test, oil changes, detailing, bodywork, engine, and transmission rebuilding. And ZipZap provides free towing and diagnostics with qualifying repairs. No appointment necessary, 24-hour service. ZipZap Auto at Cheyenne and North Durango Drive and online at zipzapauto.com.
Banking should be personal. At Westar Credit Union, it is. We're not just another financial institution. We're your trusted partner in savings, loans, and life's biggest moments. Join today and let's build your future together. Westar Credit Union. Rooted in Nevada, built for you. Visit westar.org or your nearest branch and get started today.
If you're injured in an accident, here are the things that matter. Who you hire to represent you matters.
Where they live may seem like it doesn't matter. It matters.
The Richard Harris Law Firm employs over 150 local people.
Trabajamos aquí.
We live right here. We know Nevada. We know the courts. And we know how to win.
If you're injured in an accident, who you hire to represent you matters. The Richard Harris Law Firm, 444-4444.
Now back to Courtside with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
So, Sandy Brondello challenging the foul called here, and the official now explaining to us. So, unsuccessful challenge by Sandy Brondello. So, Melissa Smith will get her 2 free throws. 5:43 remaining. And we've gone back and forth here. Ace's biggest lead is 7. I'm sorry. New York's biggest lead is 7. Ace's biggest lead is 6. And there's a missed free throw by Smith. She just hit the 2 earlier. Like we said, 50% free throw shooter. So the averages usually play itself out. Second free throw on the way for Nalissa. Misses them both. There's the 50%. She's 2 for 4. Ace could use those. Anescu brings it up. Liberty trail by 1. 5.5 to play. Phoebus has it. Jackie on her. Passes inside to Miesemann. Miesemann, jump hook good. Miesemann with 22 points. Coming off a 24-point performance last night in L.A. Gray now has it. And the Aces are down 1. To Wilson. Ace has it to the free throw line. And a foul here on Jonquel Jones. And now Liberty racking up some team fouls. That'll be the 4th. So that means free throws the rest of the way here for the Aces. Asia will get 2 free throws here, as that one was on the shot. So now the next one will put them over the limit. Wilson, free throw, good. Asia, second free throw with the 3 dribbles, the spin, the patented release. Good. Aces reclaim the lead, 70-69. Anescu to Jones. Jones has at the top of the key. Asia comes out to greet her. Over to Phoebus. Phoebus at the top of the key. Couple dribbles. Dribble handoff to Anescu at the top. Now the wheel. Over to Miesemann. Now Jones has it. Spin move down low. Asia playing defense. And Jonquel Jones, it gets it rejected by Wilson as the shot clock was winding out. Tremendous defense by the 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. Young has it. Jackie, jumper on the way. Good. Count it for Jackie Young. And Jackie now has 13. Ace is up 3. 4.5 to play. Anescu has it. Lloyd on her. Bodies are up. Anescu back to the basket. Now drives down the lane. Flips it over Jewel. Count it and 1. Sabrina Ionescu just decided, I'm going to keep the rock. I'm going to keep driving. Circled around. And got the contact from Jewel Lloyd, and Ionescu has a chance to tie this up. So quickly, the momentum can change in these games. Ionescu does tie it up. 72 all. Gray has it. Top of the key, Chelsea Gray approaching the 4-minute mark. Pass to Smith in the corner. Smith drives right by Jonquel Jones. Reverse layup, no good. Another foul, and NaLyssa Smith will get to the stripe. And it may not be great that NaLyssa Smith gets to the stripe, but it does put another foul on Jonquel Jones. And she's got 4. See if Sandy Brondell is going to sub Jones out here. The first free throw is good by Smith. So Cloud in, Jones out. So New York going small now. So let's see if Smith can get above that 50% mark here. See if she can nail this one. NaLyssa Smith's second free throw is good. How about that? 4 for 6 at the line. Aces will take that. 74-72 home team. Crowd erupting here. Trying to bring home the W. Ionescu again drives down the lane. The floater again. That spins off Wilson with a rebound. Outlet pass to Jackie. Young crosses midcourt. 3:40 to play. Asia working hard down low on Meesman. Commanding the ball, and Jackie turns it over again. Jackie's 5th turnover tonight. The Aces have 10. It's resulted in 10 points for the Liberty. Cloud, bounce pass to Ionescu. And another foul, and this one's on Young. Jackie, 3 fouls now. No free throws here, side out. Aces now have committed their 14 fouls, so from here on out, it'll be free throws for both teams the rest of the way in regulation. You notice I say regulation. Do we have overtime possibly? We'll see. Turnover. Jewel Lloyd gets in the passing lane, takes it away from Meesman. Jewel going down the lane, hangs in the air, off the glass, and good. Jewel Lloyd with the steal, with the bucket. And the Aces have a 4-point lead with 3 minutes to play. Great play by Jewel. Meesman has it at the top. Jackie guarding her. Meesman's going inside. Asia comes to help, and another foul on Jackie Young. In New York and Sandy Brondello, they will do that. They will find that advantage, find that size advantage or weakness, and go right at it. Jackie very, very upset here. And Emma Meesman to the line for 2. First free throw is good. And Jones coming right back in. So Jones has another foul to play with because, like I said, she only has 4. Second free throw good as well for Meesman. Cuts the lead to 2. Chelsea Gray, hippity hop dribble across midcourt. 2:45 to play. Aces with the basketball and 2-point lead. Lob inside to A. Wilson puts it up. It's too long. Jackie with an offensive rebound. Spins it over to Jewel. Jewel to Gray. Gray misses. Asia, offensive rebound. She wants it bad. Jonquel Jones with a rejection. No. Another foul. And Jones is beside herself. It is foul number 5 on Jonquel Jones. And the MVP will go to the line. That was a late whistle there. Ionescu is letting the official know what she thinks of that call. So Asia, perfect at the line tonight. 7 for 7. No, there's no announcer's jinx. Don't even think it. First free throw good. to try to make it a two-possession game. Asia's free throw, around and down, 8 for 8 at the line. The MVP has 15. Jewel Lloyd has 20. Chelsea Gray 13, as well as Jackie Young. Ball's lobbed inside to nobody. The ball goes out of bounds. Jonquel Jones just threw it away. A lob pass, I guess, to Natasha Cloud. Who knows? And now Gray has it. The Aces have a 4-point lead. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Wilson has it. Handoff to Gray. Chelsea at the top of the key. Left-hand dribble. Jumper on the way. Front iron no good. Phoebish cannot control it. Jackie gets it. She batted it instead of trying to grab it. 10 on the shot clock. Young back at midcourt. Jackie handles with 5. Jackie still has it with 2. She's going to have to put it up. She does. No good. Asia offensive rebound. Put back no good. Asia again. Count if it goes. It doesn't. A foul. The MVP doing monstrous work. So Wilson, who is perfect at the free throw line, has an opportunity to put the Aces up 6. Three dribbles. Release. Cotton. Mom and Daddy very happy here. Eve and Roscoe cheering on their daughter. Next to Mark Davis and my man Lincoln Kennedy, all sitting there tonight at midcourt. 80-74. Natasha Cloud has it. 1:45 to play. Aces in control. They need to stop. Inescu's open for 3. She can cut that lead in half, and she just does. 80-77. Got to get out on the shooters. Jackie Young has it at the top of the key. Aces need to respond and get that bucket. Gray has it. Use the pick from Wilson. Now Chelsea backpedaling with 5 on the shot clock. Smith has it. Nearly turns it over. We got a reach-in foul. And Jewel Lloyd will go to the free throw line as Cloud tried to get in the passing lane. Fouled Lloyd, and Jewel will try to get 2 of those 3 back that Ionescu just took from him. Jewel Lloyd at the line. First free throw is off. And that one is around and down. Jewel splits the pair. Ionescu has it again. Tries the 3. Is blocked by Jackie Young. Into the hands of Smith to Chelsea Gray. 1 minute to play. Aces up 4 with the basketball. Chelsea has it to try to seal the deal here. Looking for Young. Young has it on the right wing. 54 seconds to go. Jackie drives off the glass. No good. Ball's batted around into the hands of Wilson. They'll reset. Shot clock back to 14. Chelsea has it. Cloud fouling here. No call here. Chelsea still has it. Jones comes out on her. Over to Jewel. Looks for Jackie. Jackie for 3 for the dagger. No good. Wilson taps the ball off of a Liberty player. It goes off of Miesemann, and the Aces will have it back. 34 seconds to go. 14 on the shot clock. And New York pretty much relegated to foul here. We'll see if they're going to play this out. Chelsea will inbound. Aces with an I formation stack underneath their own hoop. Right side to Jackie in the corner. Young has it. Cloud on her. Jackie penetrates. Gets to the free throw line. 28 left in the game. 5 on the shot clock. Asia's got it. Going down the lane to the rack. Rejected by Jones. But Nalissa Smith with the rebound. She's fouled by Ionescu. And now they're going to say shot clock violation. Whoa. We're going to have to look at this. They're going to have to look at this. And Becky was saying no, 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 no. We were focused pretty much on the play itself, so didn't get a good look at the shot clock, but Becky doesn't think that was a violation. Now, Asia went down the lane. The ball was rejected. A good block by Jonquel Jones, and Smith got it. And that's going to be close. And that probably will be a shot clock violation because Melissa Smith got it and was heading towards the three-point line. So that's probably going to be the case. And that means New York will have the basketball with 20 seconds remaining. The good news is, even though that is a shot clock violation, it gives New York less time to operate here. Remember, it's a two-possession game right now. All right, resetting it for you here. Aces up 81-77. 20 seconds remaining. And out of the huddle comes Jewel Lloyd, Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, Kia Stokes, and Asia Wilson. So Kia coming in there for rebounding and defensive purposes. This was the starting lineup at the beginning of the season. The pass is inside to Jones. Jones has it. Asia on her. Ionescu fires up a long three. It's an air ball. Stokes comes down with a rebound. Hands off to Jackie. Jackie fouled in the backcourt, and that'll do it. 12 seconds left. And the Aces going to be on their way to their 5th consecutive victory and their first of the year against the New York Liberty, and their first regular season win in the past 2 seasons against the Liberty. First free throw by JY, good. 5-point game. Second free throw on the way for Jackie, good. Sandy Brondello is going to call a timeout, and all the Aces need to do now is just play clean basketball. Do not foul the three-point shooter. Some sound, fundamental defensive basketball. All right, we'll step away quickly here. The Aces leading by 6 with 12 seconds to go.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Finley Toyota and the Valley Auto Mall. Did you miss the arena?
The University of London did a study over the course of 10 years of different methodologies to stop people getting into fist fights as they're let out of the club. What they found was there were 2 things that make people not get into a fist fight in the middle of the street. Handing them lollipops on their way out and having horses just nearby. Because apparently when drunk people walk out of a club, they will go, look at the horses!
It's the arena with Greg Salerno. Wednesdays at 2. Judged by the company you keep.
What is the most simple thing that you struggle with? Whether it be a can opener.
The one thing I cannot do is reverse park. I cannot reverse my car. It doesn't matter the vehicle. I cannot reverse into a parking spot and have that be straight. It will not be straight on. It's always curved some way.
Even in today's day and age with the cameras?
Well, first of all, my car doesn't have a camera.
Oh, okay.
It's Cofield and Company. Weekdays starting at 3. Let's get back to the action with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
New York inbounds. The ball is taken away by Asia Wilson. The clock will expire, and the Las Vegas Aces take care of biz on their home court. Final score, Las Vegas 83, New York 77. The Aces have now won 5 in a row, and now pick up a full game of the New York Liberty, now trailing them a game and a half. New York still has the 2nd seed locked in with 11 games to go. Plenty of time for the Aces to get back with a very high seed for the postseason. And this is the first game that the Aces have won over the New York Liberty in the last 2 seasons during the regular season. All right, we invite you to hang with us here for the post-game show. Asia Wilson will come on over and join us. And then we will give you the highlights and a look ahead to Friday's game in Phoenix. But a fantastic performance by the Aces here tonight. They came in here needing to win to defeat this New York Liberty team, a team that they have struggled with over the past 2 seasons. And they know they need to get this here tonight for many, many reasons. And again, picking up ground on all of these teams ahead of them. And Asia Wilson is on her way over. Here we go. All right, here she is, the MVP, Asia Wilson, joins us now. Asia, huge win tonight, a much-needed win, as we all know. And we had talked about this in the pregame show, about being locked in, and you said, hey, it starts with the defense. That's exactly what we saw in the fourth quarter, wasn't it?
Absolutely. We always talk about weathering storms and understanding that basketball is a game of runs on both sides of the basketball. So for us, we're not satisfied with this win, but it is good to get it underneath our belt. But yeah, defense was so key for us.
So big tonight. And then again, let's talk about what you were doing in the offensive end. The way you were crashing the glass tonight, it just, as I was describing it, you just had the will for the basketball, but the will to win as well. Yeah. Talk about that tenacity going against Jonquel Jones at 6'6", and you were just commanding. You weren't going to leave without the rock.
Absolutely. That's my biggest thing. I don't really care about what people's sizes, what they make, what they look like. However, I'm going to try to be a dog in there and my teammates and try to feed off of their energy, and I think we brought it today. On the offensive end, when it came to just getting boards and extra possessions, because when you play against a team like New York, a good team like New York, you're going to need those extra possessions because they sometimes take that away. So I'm glad that we were able to get just a good, solid team win.
The guard play, Jewell Loyd, Chelsea Gray, especially Chelsea in the first half, Jewell in the second half. Talk about their efforts tonight.
I mean, I love when my guards come to work. I love when they wake up and come to work. It's a beautiful thing to see, and it's something that, we need. We need moving forward for everybody to be on the same page, and they executed so well today.
Final thing, what is different about this team now compared to a couple weeks ago?
We know how to weather storms. I think we kind of would get on we'll get on our back. We'll get on our heels sometimes in the beginning, and now we're really understanding how to weather storms and just resilience. Like, our resiliency is just an amazing thing to watch, and we built it through trust, through chemistry, and we love each other. We really do. Like, this locker room is coming together at the right time, and I love that for us.
Feeling good, feeling fine.
Absolutely.
Way to go, Tutu.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The MVP taking care of business tonight, along with so many of the other aces tonight. Jewell Loyd, Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, all coming up big tonight for the Aces as they win. They defeat the New York Liberty 83-77. We'll be back with more of the post-game show.
Gatorade is the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. So you can lose more sweat and raise your game. Gatorade, is it in you?
Reports, and we know how to win. If you're injured in an accident, who you hire to represent you matters. The Richard Harris Law Firm, 444-4444.
Hey, babe, where are you going?
Fantastic Indoor Swap Meet.
The swap meet? I love Fantastic. Can I come along?
Sure, if you bring your wallet.
What are we shopping for?
Everything. They've got everything, and it's a lot more fun than shopping online.
Okay, let's spend the afternoon. It's just over on Decatur and Okie.
You know, Fantastic's open every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 10 to 6. And like they say, it's fantastic.
And like they say, we've got it.
At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
Beat the heat and pack up the car. Bring the kids and make memories that last without spending a fortune. Cedar City in beautiful southern Utah is closer than you think and cooler than you expect. An easy 3-hour drive and you can enjoy that cool mountain air. Enjoy an amazing hike in one of the many nearby national parks or some great fishing in the nearby lakes and reservoirs. There's something for everyone and it won't break the bank. Visit cedarcity.com to plan your summer escape.
Summer's here, and with record-breaking temps already happening, your HVAC system's got to be ready to perform. At Semperfi Heating and Cooling, we don't just service systems, we prepare them for battle against the toughest conditions. That's why Semperfi is offering a 29-point precision inspection tune-up for $17.75. And because we believe in taking care of our first responders and our veterans, get 20% off all other services. Call Semperfi at 702-703-6450 for same-day service. That's 702-703-6450 or online at callsemperfi.com.
When you need cash, how quickly can LendingStore.com connect you to a lender faster than this commercial? Whether you need cash for a medical bill, groceries, or rent, LendingStore.com's network of lenders makes it quick and easy. In less time than this ad, you can fill out a few fields at LendingStore.com and find out if a lender can get you $500 to $5,000 as early as tomorrow. So visit LendingStore.com today for details. See website for details. Lending Store is not a lender and does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
It's time for the Las Vegas Aces postgame show on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Findlay Toyota and the Valley Auto Mall. Here's TC Martin with tonight's highlights, analysis, and wrap-up.
Yes, a glorious evening inside the Michelob Ultra Arena, inside the Mandalay Bay, as the Las Vegas Aces take care of business here tonight in a much-needed win against the New York Liberty. The final score 83-77, and it is the first time that the Aces have defeated the Liberty in quite some time. 2 years of regular season meetings has been dominated by the Liberty. You go back, including the playoffs, 8 of the last 9 games. Aces got one of those victories going back into the playoffs last year, where they won 1 game. They lost 3 games to 1 in the semifinals. But outside of that, it's been all New York here, home and away. And a lot of these games, as we had talked about before the game start night, pregame show, and early in the broadcast, is that many of these victories by New York have been by double digits. So great performance by the Aces here tonight. Let's run it back and tell you how it all started. It really started with the guard play tonight. The point guard took care of business as far as dishing, dealing, and shooting. Ball is turned over into the hands of Wilson. Asia's got it. Crosses midcourt. Cross-court pass to Chelsea for 3. You got that right. Back-to-back triples. 4 seconds to go. Chelsea has it at the top of the key. Dribbles to the free throw line. Jumper on the way. Good. Chelsea scores it with 0.6 of a second remaining in the quarter. And the horn sounds after New York inbounds. 24-20 at the end of 1. Yeah, it was the score at the end of 1, and Jewell Loyd has been making major contributions. She just continues to get more and more comfortable with this team, even though she was relegated to the bench. Kirsten Bell was starting the last 6 games, but Becky Hammond was not getting what she wanted out of Bell, so tonight she inserted Dana Evans, who came up with some big shots herself, but when it's crunch time, Jewell Loyd got a majority of the minutes, and Jewell made a statement early on. Here comes Jackie Young on the run. Chelsea over to Jewell for 3. You got it. Jewell Loyd for a triple in the corner. And that is her spot. Any corner, any pocket, any time, Jewell time. 25-24. Aces regain the lead. Yes, and then continuing on in the second quarter, that's when A'ja Wilson came to the potty. Loyd in the corner. Chelsea for a 3. Rims out. Offensive rebound. Wilson goes back. Put up. Good. And 1. Crowd going crazy. A'ja Wilson battling hard. The physicality. And the Aces are back up 3, and A'ja has a chance to put them up 4. That was really a turning point in the game because A'ja is battling 2 bigger and stronger players. You got Jonquel Jones at 6'6", Emma Miesemann at 6'4", and A'ja was just battling. Didn't necessarily have position, but it was just the will to get the basketball and doing anything she could to corral that basketball. And we saw that on a couple different occasions tonight, where she came down on the offensive glass, made something happen, either drew contact, made buckets, or kicked it out for another possession for the Aces, and that was a prime example right there. We went into halftime. The Aces were still trailing the Liberty by a score of 43-40, but we just had the feeling that the Aces were outplaying New York in the first half, even though the score didn't say that. So you had this feeling that the Aces were going to come out on fire, and they were going to take care of business, and they did exactly that, courtesy of Jewell Loyd. Chelsea shakes, makes, gets the ball nearly taken away. Now a double team, now a triple team. Over to Jewel in the corner. Lloyd fires as a shot clock expires, and Jewel cans another triple. Jewel has a dozen and cuts that lead from 6-3. Jackie Young gets the inbounds pass. Jackie gets to the top of the key. Back over to Jewel, to Gray, back to Young. Shot clock winding down to 5. Jewel's open for another 3. Count it again. That is 3 triples for Jewel Lloyd. Make that 4 triples for Jewel Lloyd. She's got 15 now. Jewel Lloyd on fire from beyond the three-point arc tonight. Jackie Young had some turnovers for the Aces tonight, but she also made some big plays at the offensive end, especially when it counted there towards the end of the third quarter. Jackie racing up court. Jackie's going to try to come to the three party. She counts it in 1. How about that? Put that gun back in the holster. Jackie Young connects from 3, and the Aces have hit back-to-back jacks and now have a chance to take the lead. Jewel Lloyd, Jackie Young connecting from distance here tonight. And then we go to the fourth quarter. The Aces still were trailing by a deuce, 63-61 at the end of 3. But in the fourth quarter, it was all Aces, and they got it done both at the offensive end and the defensive end. And Jonquel Jones, it gets it rejected by Wilson as the shot clock was winding down. Tremendous defense by the 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. Young has it. Jackie, jumper on the way. Good. Count it for Jackie Young. And Jackie now has 13. Aces up 3. Aces up 3, and then they would not relinquish the lead the rest of the game, and Jewel Lloyd puts a seal to the deal. Turnover. Jewel Lloyd gets in the passing lane, takes it away from Miesemann. Jewel going down the lane, hangs in the air, off the glass, and good. Jewel Lloyd with the steal, with the bucket, and the Aces have a 4-point lead with 3 minutes to play. Aces outscored the New York Liberty 22-14 in the fourth quarter, and that was it. Game, set, match. Aces go on to win by 6. Final score 83-77. And more importantly, the Aces get a victory against the New York Liberty. The last time that happened, August 17th, going back to last year. And again, Aces had lost 8 of their last 9 games against the New York Liberty. So you just felt that this was a good spot for the Aces. The Liberty are playing without Breanna Stewart. They are out with Benijah Laney Hamilton, who has missed the entire season due to a knee surgery that she had during training camp. And, again, 10 games missed by Breanna Stewart. Tonight you got back Kennedy Burke. She's missed the last 5 games. But the Liberty made a huge pickup in Emma Miesemann, who was the 2019 Finals MVP when she played with the Washington Mystics. Elena Della Don, and she's been out of the WNBA, playing overseas the past 3 years, so a great pickup for them. But what the Aces also had going for them tonight was the back-to-back situation, as the LA Sparks hosted the Liberty last night, and New York exerted a lot of energy, and they won that game by 10 points. But it was a great spot for the Aces tonight. The Aces have been playing better basketball over the last couple weeks than the Liberty. The Liberty lost to the Connecticut Sun going back within the past 2 weeks as well, too. So they've been sliding a little bit, coming back to the pack. They are still in second place right now with a record of 21-12. But the Aces have caught fire. They've won 5 in a row. And with tonight's victory, they improved their record to 19-14, 11-5 here on the home floor. And again, 5 victories in a row, and winners now 10 of their last 13 games. Round out the box score, Jewel Lloyd leads the Aces tonight with 21 big points. A'ja Wilson, 17 points, 16 rebounds, another double-double, coming off the 32-point performance and 20 rebounds that she had on Sunday night, which was an all-time record, has never happened before in the WNBA. So A'ja getting it done on the glass, and again, 34 minutes of play for A'ja Wilson tonight. And as she said in the pregame show, hey, I'll go the whole game if Becky will let me. So 36 minutes on Sunday, 34 for A'ja tonight. And that's the way it has to be for the Aces, because when A'ja Wilson is off the floor, as well as the key guards, the Aces are really having problems scoring. But they got it done tonight. Kudos to Becky Hammon for coming back immediately in the fourth quarter with A'ja Wilson and Chelsea Gray and Jewel Lloyd to be on the floor when this quarter started, because, as we mentioned in the broadcast, last night's game against the Sparks, that's exactly what happened. They went to the bench. Kelsey Plum, Dearica Hamby, Rakia Jackson all went to the bench, and New York just put on a spurt as they kept their starters out there. So Becky Hammond had her bench out there in the first minute of the fourth quarter, but immediately inserted a bulk of the starters, and that's when the game really turned in favor of the Aces as they erased that lead. We had 13 lead changes tonight. The biggest lead for the Aces was 6. And that is your final margin, 83-77. New York actually led by 7, but it was back and forth most of the night. We had 9 ties tonight in 13 lead changes, but a great effort by the Aces. Rounding out the rest of the scoring, Chelsea Gray with 13 points tonight. Jackie Young had 15. Melissa Smith was big tonight, 6.6 rebounds. She hit her free throws tonight, a 50% free throw shooter, connected on 4 of 6, and a couple down the stretch were huge for the Aces tonight. And Aaliyah Nye had 3 off the bench. For New York, Emma Mieseman with 24, Sabrina Inescu with 18, Jonquel Jones with 11. But overall, the Aces got the job done tonight. Only shot 39% compared to New York's 44, but the Aces took care of business when it counted most down the stretch in the fourth quarter, winning 83-77. All right, a look ahead. Friday, we are in Phoenix. All right, coming right back at you. This game is basically every other day. Aces will be back home here at the house Sunday afternoon against the Dallas Wings at 12:30, and that'll start another 3-game homestand. Atlanta on Tuesday at 7 p.m., and then Phoenix at home next Thursday, okay, at 7 p.m. But next up on the road, coming up Friday night, 2 nights from now, the Las Vegas Aces are playing another team that they're looking up at the standings, and Phoenix comes in with a 20-11 record, and the Aces now, as we said, coming in here at 19-14, another must-win for Las Vegas. All right, much thanks to the MVP, Asia Wilson, for being our pregame guest and our postgame guest tonight, and as well as Becky Hammond, of course, joining us in the pregame show. As always, appreciate all of them. And, of course, James Gray, Chelsea Gray's dad, brought some good juju as our halftime guest here tonight. Of course, Ari taking care of biz at Mission Control in our headquarters. Appreciate Ari, as usual, doing a fantastic job. And, of course, it cannot be done with my main man, Mateo, by my side here at courtside of the Michelob Ultra Arena. All right, thanks for joining us. We will talk to you on Friday. Remember, tip-off is at 7 o'clock. No pregame show on Friday, so straight tip-off. Join us at 7 o'clock right here in your home for Aces basketball, ESPN Las Vegas. TC Martin saying so long from the house. Aces win their 5th in a row. Have yourself a great rest of the evening, and we will talk to you on Friday night.
Gatorade is the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. So you can lose more sweat and raise your game. Gatorade, is it in you?
Olsen IT.
Running a business gets more complicated every year, so you need a trusted advisor in your corner, especially when it comes to your workers' comp program. Pro Group Management has been helping Nevada's self-insured businesses for over 20 years. Whether your business is retail, trucking, building, agriculture, or auto, our team has the expertise to make sure your coverage meets your needs and at a price that fits your budget. Our award-winning team keeps track of all the important regulatory issues that impact your business. We help with safety, compliance, and inspections, because that's what you should expect from a trusted business partner. Find out how to have Pro Group Management work for you. Visit our website at pgmnv.com to receive a free cost savings analysis now. That's pgmnv.com, or call our Las Vegas office at 702-740-4380. Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
Thank you for listening to Las Vegas Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Westar Credit Union and Finley Toyota in the Valley Auto Mall. Wake up with Graney and Bischoff on the Press Box. Weekday mornings starting at 7 on ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM, KWWN, Las Vegas. The UNLV Football Coaches Show is back on Wednesday, August 20th with new head coach Dan Mullen. He'll preview their opening games as they host Idaho State and look ahead to the entire season. So make sure and tune in August 20th on ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM. Step into the arena with Greg Salerno, Wednesdays at 2 on ESPN Las Vegas. What happened in the arena?
I think the entire time, basically what Gruden is saying, and this is to your point, is, hey, what I did was bad, but you should see what everybody else was saying.
Right. And if you knew other people did just as bad, but you were the one to pay the price, I don't blame them.
Right.
But is there a price that would all of a sudden make it disappear for him?
Well, for me, yeah.
For you and I, it's a lot less than his price.
$500 probably. I'd be like, all right, whatever.
It's The Arena with Greg Sis's show. Check out lvsportsnetwork.com for everything ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM, KWWN Las Vegas.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Ed Duncan. We start with baseball, where the Dodgers are trying to keep pace with the Padres of the National League West. Earlier today, San Diego pounded San Francisco and took a half-game lead atop the division. While they trying to pull back even, they were in the top of the seventh in their game with the Angels in the Freeway Series, and the Dodgers hold a 5-4 lead. Also in baseball, one winning streak came to an end, that of the Seattle Mariners. Seattle could not win its ninth in a row, falling to the Orioles in a walk-off 4-3. Seattle now trails Houston by a half game atop the AL West after the Astros beat the Red Sox today. Cubs over the Blue Jays 4-1, but catcher Miguel Amaya had to be carted off the field after injuring his left ankle running into first base. He goes back onto the injured list. Reds over the Phillies 8-0. Cincinnati now a half game behind New York for the last and a wild card spot. Make that one game, 2 in the loss column. The Mets had a 6-0 lead against the Braves, and they gave up 11 straight runs and lost to Atlanta 11-6. Shedeur Sanders is dealing with an injury, so another quarterback is hurt for the Browns. It's an oblique problem for the rookie, so he did not participate in the joint practice with the Eagles. Gerard Cherry, a three-time Super Bowl champion from ESPN Cleveland, assesses where the Browns go here with the quarterback play.
It certainly opens the door for Scoop Huntley to get way more action than I'm pretty sure he thought he was going to get on Saturday. But with that being said, we're not even certain, Amber, if Dillon's going to go, because there might be a situation where the Browns may have to find another quarterback. So there's a lot of influx right now.
Not likely to play as Sanders in the preseason game on Saturday.
Resident Super Bowl champ Chris Candy coming up Thursday. I'll tell you what I need to see from Lamar and the Ravens if they finally want to reach the Super Bowl. It's Unsportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Everybody's talking Shedeur in Cleveland. There are other players on the team, believe it or not. It's game night on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, SiriusXM Channel 80. I'm Emmett Golden alongside Myron Metcalf. We are presented by Progressive Insurance, and it is time for ESPN Radio's Two-A-Days. Let's talk the Browns.
This is ESPN Radio's NFL Two-A-Days. The Cleveland Browns.
This is Daniel Oyefusi covering the Browns. In Cleveland, the big question is who will start at quarterback. The Browns are holding a competition between four contenders, veterans Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett, and rookies Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. The opening weeks of camp have seen all but Sanders take reps with the starting offense, but injuries to Pickett and Gabriel have put Flacco in the driver's seat to start week one and paved the way for Sanders to start the preseason opener, where he threw 2 touchdowns in a win over the Panthers. Could Sanders move up the depth chart? Time is running out, as Coach Kevin Stefanski said he's looking to make a decision on QB1 sooner than later.
And the quarterback position is what everybody is looking at. And I mean this literally, Myron. Last week, they went and had a joint practice with the Panthers. And I asked 3 people that I know that was there covering the practice, how did the defense look? Because I don't know how many people realize this. The 5th overall pick in the draft was Mason Graham. And the Browns drafted him. They traded back. They gave up the opportunity to draft Travis Hunter. They trade back, pick up a one next year. They get Mason Graham. Nobody is talking about Mason Graham. Nobody's even watching Mason Graham. It's probably the first time the 5th overall pick in the draft was anonymous. That's what's going on in Cleveland because everybody's focused on the quarterback position.
It's amazing, man. And you just signed a guy that a lot of people think is the best defensive player in the league, and Myles Garrett to a new deal. And, the story has just been Shedeur. What's interesting is no matter what happens at quarterback, Cleveland's best chance to be competitive in that division and beyond is going to be with defense. Like if that defense can be an elite unit, and then you hope you can have enough offensively, the run game's good, maybe whoever steps up at quarterback is serviceable, that's going to be your best chance to win. But it feels like we're talking so much about the quarterback rotation. To your point, nobody else is getting any recognition or attention.
No, and the Browns' plan for this year is to run the ball and play defense. Play action off of the run, right? That is their bread and butter. They say if we're going to challenge in the AFC North and try to make the playoffs, we're going to have to do it with that. And that defensive line looks amazing with the 5th overall pick, with Myles Garrett, with Denzel Ward, who is one of, if not the best cornerback in the league. You got Grant Delpit at safety that's really on the verge of having a breakout season. Now, ironically, all the focus on Shedeur has taken away the focus on Quinshon Judkins, who was accused of domestic violence, and he got arrested. He was the guy to replace Nick Chubb. And the Browns were really counting on him to be the every down back, and that was going to be Quinshon running the ball, the defense playing great defense, play action, let's shorten the game. Well, the defense is still going to be good. The running game, we'll see. Dylan Sampson out of Tennessee is pretty good, and then they got Jerome Ford as well, who is a veteran. And I think the Browns have a chance to be respectable. Like, I don't think they're going to the Super Bowl or anything, but almost none of that stuff really even matters because everybody's talking about Shedeur Sanders and when is he going to play quarterback for the Browns.
But the points you just mentioned make the quarterback competition even more interesting. Right? Because you don't have anyone who is a phenomenal prospect.
Right.
I think what you're looking for if you're Stefanski is who's not going to mess it up, right? It's pretty simplified. The run game, to your point, has to be great in order for them to have a chance. The defense has to be great. The quarterback is actually sort of the third area where that's how you're going to win games. So I think there's still room in this preseason for guys to stand out, show that they have a dynamic that maybe the other three guys do not have. Is there someone who has a certain skill, a certain gift? I don't know if Shedeur is that. What I think I saw in game one and what made this conversation even more interesting is you saw a young player manage a game in ways that young players don't usually manage games. That doesn't mean he can do it in the regular season. It doesn't mean he can do it for 17 weeks, 18 weeks. But it does make you feel like, okay, if the defense is good, if the run game is there, that's a lot less pressure on Shedeur or whoever else is behind center in that offense.
Yeah, the second Coach of the Year award that Kevin Stefanski won, he won it 2 years ago, and he got the Browns to 11 wins with 6 games of Deshaun Watson, and then the rest of the season was P.J. Walker, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, and Joe Flacco. And they made the playoffs. They won 11 games. The way they did it, they ran the ball, and they had a top 5 defense that year. And Kevin Stefanski, and I even think Jimmy Haslam understands, this is the frustrating part for Cleveland fans. Myron, they really just need an average quarterback. Like, they don't need a superstar. Like, if they had Lamar Jackson, that'd be great. But if they just had an average quarterback, they would be a contender in the AFC North. And you obviously don't hunt for average, but I think one of the reasons why they were so impressed with Dylan Gabriel is because they felt like he would be a guy when they drafted him in the 3rd round that wouldn't mess it up, as you kind of pointed out. Let's hear from Peter Schrager, ESPN NFL analyst, was on NFL Live, and talk about now that Shedeur is hurt, then Dylan Gabriel has a great opportunity.
I thought Friday night was sublime. I thought he was fantastic. And then I wake up in the morning and I'm texting with some sources around the team They're like, no, he showed signs of progress, and then we get the depth chart, and he was 4th anyway. It seriously impacts any long shot chance he had of being QB1 not being available for these practices. Meanwhile, it's next man up, and Dillon Gabriel was healthy. Dillon Gabriel was thrown, and he's going to get his opportunity in this preseason game, which is a week 2 preseason game against the Eagles, which might not feel significant at all. But if you've got your 2 veteran quarterbacks, one of them unavailable, one of them likely not going to play, and then you got your 2 rookie quarterbacks, this is a real opportunity for, in the same field, against the same defense, against the same stacked odds, Shedeur to outshine Dillon Gabriel. Well, over the 2-day period, it looks like Dillon Gabriel is going to get that opportunity and not Shedeur.
And the biggest thing that is holding Dillon Gabriel back, as far as fandom is concerned, is his stature. He's not a big guy. You know, he is not a big guy. I think they might have him listed at 5'11" or something like that. And, you know, it doesn't feel like even that is accurate. It feels like he's a little bit shorter than that. But when I think about it, I go, he's been that height all through college, and he played in some big programs. It's not like the Oregon offensive linemen are all 5'9". You know what I'm saying? They put some guys in the NFL, you know, on the offensive line that have some size too. So Dillon Gabriel has an opportunity, and while maybe the ratings won't be as high as they were this Saturday when they take on the Eagles, I'm sure people that love Shedeur are going to be watching because they want to make sure Dillon Gabriel doesn't play well, and the people that don't like Shedeur are going to be watching because they're going to be rooting hard for DG.
Emmett, when's the last time a 3rd-round pick at quarterback has faced this kind of pressure? I mean, it's amazing to me that we're measuring Dillon Gabriel almost like he has to be this. I don't know that he'll get a fair shake, at least from the general public. You know, I don't know how people will view him. He can play well, and there's still going to be there will be people who will say, well, Shedeur wasn't available. So how do you know Shedeur wouldn't have outplayed him? And if he struggles, there are a whole lot of people, it feels like, who are waiting to say, there's no way he should be above Shedeur Sanders on the depth chart. So it almost feels like Dillon Gabriel has to do something extraordinary to end the conversation about him and Shedeur.
For fans. For fans. Yeah. For the coaches, I think the coaches, if he goes out there, doesn't turn the ball over, doesn't have any delay of game penalties or have to call any timeouts because, you know, the offense isn't together, because none of that happened with Shedeur. Late into the third, when the 4s got out there, some of that stuff started to happen. But if Dillon Gabriel can go out there and operate the offense and not turn the ball over, I think the coaches will see that as a good outing. He's Myron Metcalf. I'm Emmett Golden. This is Game Night. Coming up next, is it time to worry about Matthew Stafford and the Rams? That is straight ahead.
The Rich Eisen Show.
He knows he's content gold.
The 3-time Emmy-nominated Rich Eisen Show.
I try to just keep it on the straight and narrow, and sometimes it just flies out of the mouth.
The Rich Eisen Show.
We're full service here, man. You come here, you get everything.
Returning Tuesday, September 2nd, noon to 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio, ESPN Plus, and on Disney Plus.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696. And manage your
Gatorade is the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. So you can lose more sweat and raise your game. Gatorade, is it in you?
diabetes as easy as...
Good morning.
Vegas is built on service.
Studio lights on, please.
3 shifts a day.
All right, let's do this.
As your morning begins.
It's showtime. We have a lot to talk about live on the program for the next 3 hours.
To do our part, News 3 Today delivers Las Vegas stories that shape your community.
Just some breaking news on the economic front.
So, whether it's late breaking,
breaking news,
bumper to bumper,
Avoid using flamingo,
or clearing skies,
no showers anticipated.
it's News 3 Today.
Modelo is an official cerveza of the Las Vegas Raiders and the JT the Brick Show. Modelo Especial is the model Mexican lager. Everyone knows that hard work deserves a fitting reward. A Pilsner-style lager with a crisp, clean taste.
It's not about the injury.
If you've been in a motorcycle accident, remember, it's not about the injury, it's about the recovery. Hi, this is Paul Pata from Paul Pata Law. You know, motorcycle accidents can be complex, and that's when you need an attorney that understands the unique challenges of a motorcycle accident case. At Paul Pata Law, we'll guide you through the journey of recovering physically, emotionally, and financially. Check us out at paulpatalaw.com or call us at 702-707-3000.
The world's largest Formula One attraction is now open at Grand Prix Plaza. Step into the action with F1X, a cutting-edge 4D experience where you design your own custom F1 car in a fully immersive tech-powered space. Then hit the track with F1 Drive, the only karting experience that lets you race on an F1 circuit. It's Formula One like you've never seen or felt before. Nevada residents save up to 25%. Get your tickets now at GrandPrixPlaza.com.
Big news, Las Vegas! Les Olson IT has moved to a bigger, better facility to serve you like never before. Our new space means more technology, more service, and more solutions, all designed with you in mind. Plus, we're hiring. If you're ready to grow with a company that values innovation and community, join our team today. Proudly serving Las Vegas for 23 years and counting. Les Olson IT, your business better.
Les Olson IT.
Hey, it's JT here to tell you about the best pizza in Las Vegas, Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at grimaldispizzeria.com.
Hello, I'm Jesse Fonseca with Park Place Realty. I have been your local broker since 1990. Yes, that's 35 years. So if you're looking at selling or buying a home, I'd love to be your choice. Call or text for more information, 702-736-3000. I'm also a mortgage banker, so if no one will lend you, I'll lend you. I have a lot of money. Credit restoration, notary, and much more. Call for a free home evaluation, 736-3000.
License D143790. Geneva Financial 393995.
It says there's still no panic about Stafford for the Rams.
The question is, does he eventually get some reps in practice before week 1? Because as great as we might think on paper it all is, and as amazing as he was in the June and May months, we'd like to see it in August just for our comfort from the outside looking in. I don't get the sense that they're concerned about week 1. I do get the sense that they were happy with how the offense looked with Jimmy Garoppolo, if just in case they had to go that way. Everyone I spoke to who was there, they sliced and diced up that Dallas defense, and Jimmy was at quarterback during the intercamp scrimmages. So it's going to be an interesting one, but they're not panicking yet. Sean's not panicking. Front office isn't panicking. And from what we know of Stafford, he is one of these guys that if he wanted to get out there, we know he could tough it out.
Yeah.
But that's not the answer you want to hear over an 18-week season with a bad back.
Myron, I've had a bad back, and you can't tough it out for 17 games, right? You could probably tough it out through 2. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe 3. Yeah. You ain't toughing it out for 17 games. Maybe they're not concerned because they like what they saw in Jimmy G, but I'd be shocked if they in their hearts actually believe that they're going to have Stafford all season long.
Well, yeah, I mean, in the toughing it out thing, it's a lot easier to do that when you're not 37 trying to tough it out.
Right.
You know what I mean? The weird thing is, it's hard to acknowledge what Sean McVay is saying. It's hard to go with, okay, they're not concerned. Well, we also haven't seen him. And we've been told that if this were a regular season game, he'd be able to play. Well, why can't he play if this were a regular season practice?
Right.
So it's just not adding up. I think the reason we're hearing more and more about how good Jimmy Garoppolo looks is because they know they're going to need Jimmy Garoppolo, right? And I think that's why you go get a guy like that, a veteran who has that experience, maybe one of the best backups in the league. But I just don't know not only how Matthew Stafford toughs it out with a bad back at 37, how does he get ready for the season, Emmett?
Yeah.
He's not out there. He hasn't participated in training camp. And I think the older you get, the more important it is for a guy at that stage to be there to get the reps rather than coming in potentially cold at the start of the season.
I can't remember if it was last week or maybe even Monday where Sean McVay was like, yeah, he did a workout and he felt really good. He came in the next day, didn't feel so great. So what do you think is going to happen in a game, right? Like after a game, like it not feel so great, he's going to feel awful because he had an epidural in his back. All right, let that sink in. An epidural. Yeah. They had to put a needle into his spinal cord in order to deal with the pain. And look, I give football players a lot of respect. They're tough, but there's no future in that, right? Like you can't do that for a full season, so they're not worried about it. But if I was Stafford, I'd be questioning whether it's time to retire or not.
Well, I think that's the question is like, what is the severity? You know, is this a guy who's thinking like that? Because to your point, what's weird to me is we're not talking about can Matthew Stafford lead the Rams to the NFC Championship deep into the playoffs. We're not talking about can Matthew Stafford lead the Rams to the NFC West Championship. Mm-hmm. We're saying, can Matthew Stafford play?
Right.
And I don't know if that's where you want to be with QB1, no matter who you are. And now you're saying he's got to get ready, to your point, for 18 weeks, 17-game season. Show me the evidence that he's able to do that. So you know, if you're Sean McVay, you're talking about getting him back on the field. But what will that mean? Are we going to see 50% Stafford? Are we going to see a guy who can't throw the same way, can't operate the same way because of the back injury? None of this is good. Right. And it all makes me wonder how high the ceiling is for the Rams. But more importantly, Emmett, how low is the floor if, in fact, Matthew Stafford can't go the way we expect him to?
He's Myron Metcalf. I'm Emmett Golden. This is Game Night on ESPN Radio. Now, another team in the NFC, their quarterback is going to have surgery on his left thumb. Here's Peter Schrager, ESPN NFL analyst, on Pat McAfee, kind of trying to give us some insight to the Jordan Love injury for the Packers.
It's not great. It's not fatal. It's not something that's like, oh, they're not going to go to the Super Bowl. But like to not have Jordan Love in practice because of a non-throwing hand, or to not have him being his full, like that's not great to have that in mid-August. Now, last year they go week 1. He gets hurt on that surface down there in Brazil. Comes back, and you could argue the entire season he came back very soon, got back on the field quicker than a lot of people anticipated. Played through injury, got them to where they were, and maybe the whole season wasn't the same way as it should have been if he was just healthy week 1. You don't want to always have but with the quarterback. Now this was an avoidable thing, whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't like hearing surgery ever, but when you look at what the Packers are dealing with versus what the Rams are dealing with, who should be more concerned right now?
The Packers by far, and I'll tell you why. The Rams still have a capable backup of Jimmy Garoppolo. They have a guy who's been to a Super Bowl. You know, they have a guy who has been in all kinds of situations. Despite what you think about him the last couple of years, there's a veteran presence. That's not the Packers situation. But it ain't just Jordan Love. First off, Jordan Love's been playing through injuries in multiple seasons. Mm-hmm. I think we've seen healthy Jordan Love, you know, one season, half a season.
Right.
But it's not even just that, Emmett. There is not one experienced receiver right now who's healthy for the Packers. Dontavius Wicks, hurt. Jaden Reed, hurt. Christian Watson, hurt. So it ain't just Jordan Love. It's Jordan Love's being away and all these receivers being hurt. Where's the synergy? You got a young guy, Matthew Golden, that a lot of people are excited about. He doesn't have his starting quarterback because of the injury. So I think there's this world where the Packers start the season out of sync because they're not getting the reps now due to all the injuries. So I actually think without a backup like a Jimmy G, the Packers actually I would be more concerned about.
If I'm the Rams, I'm a little more concerned. What Love is looking at is surgery on his left thumb. He's a right-handed quarterback. So if it was his right thumb, I would feel like, okay, even once you recover, that's still something you're going to deal with throughout the season because it's your throwing hand. It's his non-throwing hand. And you're right. I do believe they'll start off slow because they're just not getting the practice reps. But one thing I've learned over at least the past 2 years, that there's nothing more overrated or I guess overreacted to than the first 3 games of the season. You know, because you see teams, you know, after 2 games, the Saints were 2-0 and everybody was like, watch out for those Saints, right?
Yep.
You didn't have to watch out for the Saints at all once it really got to it. The Ravens were 0-2, and everybody was like, I think that's it for the Ravens. And they end up, you know, going deep into the playoffs. So I agree, you're probably going to see the Packers start slow, but I don't think it's a situation, at least this specific injury, will really hamper Love throughout the season.
Yeah, and again, he should heal up, but he's become – injury concerns have been a bigger part of his story, right? And I think you combine that with the wide receiver issues. How long does it take you to get off the ground in what could be a really tough division? I mean, that Brian Flores defense in Minnesota, if J.J. McCarthy figures it out, they're going to be tough. Yeah. Have the Bears improved? You obviously have to deal with the Lions. I'd say for the Rams, with Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, I think a veteran quarterback can probably put himself in a good spot like Jimmy Garoppolo with those 2 guys as your leading receivers. For both of those teams, though, you can't get into week 4 and 5 and you still have major injury concerns or something's lingering or guys are out of rhythm. And I think with both situations, there's a world where it takes both of those quarterbacks more time than it should because they're missing the reps in this crucial period.
Yeah, it's the worst thing you could have to deal with is injuries as you prepare for a season, but a lot of teams are dealing with them a whole lot. You know, it's kind of it's 100% injury rate in the NFL. Really, you know, really in football, like you're gonna get hurt if you play football. My son played football from 6 up until last year. He finally kind of hung up his helmet, and he never got hurt until his senior year of high school. Yeah. And he dealt with stress fractures in his spine in high school, got healthy, messed up his labrum in his hip his first year of college. Then in the winter had another knee injury, and it just, boom, all happened at once. And I thought he was going to get away with it, right? I'm like, man, he's the only kid I know that's never gotten hurt. And then they all hit it once. You kind of see that sometimes in the NFL, as we're talking about Shedeur Sanders dealing with an oblique injury right now. So it's unfortunate, but when you play a game like football, you're going to have to deal with some injuries. He's Myron Metcalf. I'm Emmett Golden. This is Game Night. Coming up next, Taylor Swift is on the New Heights pod. What are we talking about that?
Hey, it's Evan Cohen. Coming up Thursday as we continue to wait for the Cowboys to pay Micah Parsons, I'll tell you why the Commanders need to learn from Dallas's mistake. It's Unsportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield.
Gatorade is the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. So you can lose more sweat and raise your game. Gatorade, is it in you?
All right, school's back in, fall's just ahead. Did you look in the mirror this morning and say, what the heck happened this summer? How did I gain all this weight? Well, don't worry about it. You can do what I did. Start your weight loss journey at Bubalo Medical in Ackworth and Marietta. I lost 14 pounds in the first 6 weeks, and I'm still going strong. You can get started today with your free consultation at bubalomedical.com. That's BUBOLO medical.com.
Serve what's right.
Hey, Jeff, how's the new job working out?
Really sucks. Terrible boss and the paycheck is even worse. I gotta get a new job.
Truck you.
Wait, what?
Truck you.
You don't have to curse at me.
Dude, you should check out Truck You CDL training. My brother got his CDL license in 4 weeks and now he has a new career making great money.
Okay, I'm listening.
Truck You offers small classes with night and weekend times available. They will even help with payment programs. Check them out. Truck, the letter U, LV.com. Truck You.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.